Casino 2. I am one of your hosts, Bait.
I am May of May.
And I'm Polymer.
Yeah. So today we have Team Got It Run It Back, and they will be featuring one of their members of their team, who is NightEdge. You know anything about NightEdge?
Not much.
Not much. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like they'll be playing Ingot Squad today. Ingot Squad typically picks either Talons or Fatalists. We don't know yet. But Talons and Fatalists allow it to farm more power and allow it to start snowballing for an eventual highball.
Alright, so let's go through the scenarios, right? So if they're playing Talons, then we would expect them to play what endings?
Well,
if
they
they're
might
playing
consider
Talons,
using Talons to emergency farm a lot, so they might not actually take the hardest endings, because ending 5 really stunts your development, so you can't take as many emergencies. So they might choose ending 3 instead to give them extra development, so they have extra power to take on the emergencies that give points, as well as to take on potentially tier 5 ending 5. No, tier 3 ending 5.
Okay, that makes sense.
And on the other hand, if they're playing Fateless, that means one of their teammates is playing Talons. And because the Talons player probably wants to take the easier endings, we should expect them to take the harder endings if they're playing Fateless.
I'm very surprised that you guys said that, right? Like, so you're saying that you think Talons is harder to play, for example, ending 4, than it is to play Fateless?
Well, Talons gives the enemies 20% attack, so it can make, especially Armia, quite difficult to tank. And as well as the NVs on ending 4.
Alright, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, looks like... Oh, is he starting? He's starting? Nice.
He's starting.
Wait, hold on. Logos is already promoted.
He rolled any 2 logos in the first combat.
So for those who are unaware, the rules do allow you to start after the first combat, which means you can technically get any operator you want from the rewards from the first combat. And here he's chosen to promote his logos.
Yeah. So, actually, let me ask you this question, right? Because I think I've seen a lot of different starters for Ingot Talent, well, Ingots in general. Like, I've seen Logos, I've seen Rismontis, I've seen Exu, I've seen Tragodia, I've even seen Texas. Like, what's up with all these different starts?
I would say that, like, based on my experience playing Talons, is that Talons gives you quite a bit of flexibility with how you shape your draft. And Ingot Squad, especially since you see so many vouchers with the shops, you can really choose to draft in a certain way. So I think that admits like a pretty large variety of starting operators.
So one of the advantages of Logos compared to the other drafts is that he's not really afraid of Gulduls. Guldul is the negative relic that gives you plus 3000 defense. That gives the enemy plus 3000 defense, but this is D15, so there is no Guldul. So we'll see about the Logos draft. We'll see how Logos performs.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Oh, another caster voucher. Who do you think is going to get picked up here?
Picking up Halo, he'll have to adapt to that. Halo changes the skill timings and skill tempos for some stages, most notably ending 2.
Oh, picking Haze here is quite interesting. What do you guys think he did that?
Yeah, I'm actually...
Haze is probably to res shred for Logos, because Haze has a resistance shred. Oh my gosh, that's a
squirrel right out of the gate. Very nice.
It seems like he'll be playing Fatalist.
Yeah. I mean, he's refreshed the encounter. No other choice.
Potentially he might go up and take an encounter.
Ooh, is he gonna gamble?
Gamble.
Do it. Go on.
He doesn't have a lot of elites to spare here though. That's...
Yeah, but consider that the bronze field can be anything. It could be even a surfer or a silence.
Yeah, roll into surfer, go on.
Yeah, go on. Do it. It could be anything.
Right, and the player is choosing to withdraw some ingots here. So
No. All right.
No. Ooh, Judgment Sniper. That's going to be really strong for the potential Rosmontes draft. Because Logos is almost always paired with Rosmontes in ingots, whether Talons or Fadeless. They're just a really good combo in general. They share a lot of the same relics. And they're just two really strong operators.
Oh, he's pointing out that he has the refresh rare collectibles.
It seems like they might have missed that in the first shop.
Teehee.
Tiki, it's fine.
Yeah. Would you...
I'm looking forward to a Chalice.
A chalice right out of the gate? That would be quite something. Alright, yeah, so you're mentioning that Rosmontes and Logos often go together. What other operators would you expect to be taken?
So aside from Ros and Logos, Grey also shares the same relics with Ros, all the sniper relics, and as well as Flinger Hand. And Grey is just a very strong solution for ending 2-lane holding and ending 4-lane holding on left side in general. As for 6 stars, they'll probably choose some source of true damage, either monster or Calcid, to solve ending 2 and ending 5, because true damage is really necessary for those. And if you're playing ending 4 with Talons or Fadeless, then you'll probably be drafting around 4 or 5 6 stars by the time you get to ending 2 or ending 4. So it'll probably be Ros, Logos, Ros, Logos, true damage, plus whatever the game gives in. It could be Exu, it could be Mizuki. Yep. Or Tragodia. Tragodia also works. Tragodia shares the same hand with Logos.
Interesting. Yeah, so you've talked a lot about a lot of different range operators, but you don't seem to have mentioned any guards. Is there a reason why?
Oh, the strongest guards, they don't really perform well in Ingot Talons, in Ingots in general, and Fataless. They're kind of just reserved for the Vanguard Guard Squad, which is fine. You know, they have their place, but that place is not Ingot is not.
Hold up.
Whoa.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I see with no.
Wow, Chalice.
Chalice. And Scout Scope is also a really good amp, but not necessarily as good as solving enemies.
They're definitely going to buy the Chalice here because it solves a lot of late game issues for them.
Yeah, they kind of just have to buy the Chalice.
You know, I just went through some severe emotional lows and highs there. First, he didn't take the Silver Seal gamble, and now he just gets immediately Chalice.
Just believe in this.
Also, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but the NightEdge did make the decision to take 2 shops floor 1, which I think is quite unusual. What do you guys think he did that?
Yeah, I imagine the idea for him is that he wants to fish through as many good relics as possible. And since the shop is actually pretty decent in Ingot Squad, because you will get a free plan from it, it's not too low value to do so, right? I guess in his mind, he thinks that it's better to take free combats in 2 shops in 4-1 than it is to take free comp into 1 shop.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense, especially because floor 1 combats are not very high value, right? They give the least amount of XP out of all the combats that you encounter.
Yeah, I think. And also, floor 1 combats tend to be kind of bad because they also have very low plan chances, right? Like, you can look at this. Right now in front of us, all 3 of those combats have plans. And for emergency combats on floor 2, there's a 6 out of 7 chance that they'll have a plan, which is really strong.
Yep.
So we might expect them to farm quite a few combats on this floor. But I wonder
especially since they're on D15, then their vertical leap only costs 2 plans as opposed to 3 plans on D16, so they'll be able to farm floor 2 a lot.
Yep. Cube just said, "Kids, this is why Fatalist is your ticket to high rolling." Maybe I should learn it.
Exactly, it has just a lot of high roll potential. You can just pull Chalice. You can just pull Chalice from floor one shot. Ooh.
And
Ooh.
That's not quite it.
I think they tried to use that May to activate the sentry, but failed.
Yeah, no ground operators right now, so it's kind of hard to prioritize the flag there. What is the guy's name?
NightEdge? Huh?
The flag guy. Do you know what his name is?
It's Sentry something.
It's Sentry. Alright, well his name is Tim from now on.
Oh, Sentinel.
You gave me Vietnam flashbacks there.
Go on, Sentinel.
Sentinel. Does anyone remember the stage Sentinel from IS4?
Alright, so let's see.
On a stage, restrict your drafts like Huilong.
You know, if they were really brave, they should have also have your EXP and ingot gain in IS4.
That would be a bit too harsh. I don't think.
No. I think it'd be fair.
How is he going to take this?
Worse. D for Chalice if that happens.
So Logos is currently on cooldown, and I think he is going to either use Logos or Amiya to take a spy. Looks like it would be Amiya.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, as long as Amiya, like, as long as there's none of those invisible revealing guys, I don't know what their names are either, while walking around, Amiya's totally fine to just break the spike, since she can't get harassed on those tiles.
Yep. If you have a ground operator, you could also execute those anti-invis guys prematurely, so you could deploy your range operators to take the spine. And let's see what he gets from the combat. Preferably some sort of good ticket.
Ooh, sniper
Oh,
gun. But unfortunately,
ticket's a
not
bit-
any hope to do so. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's one combat too early. Next combat, he would have been able to draft mods, I think.
Caper is a pretty rare pick to see these days, I think. She's, yeah. Like, because May is usually your first sniper, and then Meteor is also really good for defense reduction. But I guess in this case it makes sense, right? He's really leaning into Logos. So he doesn't actually care about defense reduction too much.
So
And
actually, NightEdge could also have promoted May there. What do you guys think he chose not to?
Not to do what?
It's not to promote May.
I mean, what does promoting May do for him, right? Like, it would increase the slow up time on her skill 1, right? Does it actually improve her skill 2?
I think it
Nice
reduces
difference.
the initial SP cost, so it does allow her to get her skill 2 out faster.
Okay. Yeah, but it does increase the stun chance, right? As the resident May expert.
Let's see. Does it increase the stun chance?
I have no
I
idea.
I don't think. I don't remember it at all.
Let's see.
Oh, it actually does not increase the stun chance, but it does increase the slow duration.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alright, that's interesting to hear about. I guess to him, he thinks that having Caper plus E1 May is probably stronger than just having E2 May right now.
Yeah, it probably is. Caper does just a lot of damage in general, especially to low defense targets.
Yeah, just don't deploy on Cow's balls and we're doing great.
Yeah. And the other consideration, of course, is that promoting May does take one hope, and you might want to save a hope for example, a Tin Man drop or other operators.
Yeah, that's
Because if
another-
you level up here, you get 5 hope, so you end up with 8 hope, and if you promote May, then you're down to 7 hope, and 7 hope doesn't allow you to draft Tin Man plus Rosmonters. So I think that might be also a concern.
Yeah, so he popped up here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he did puff up.
Oh! Yeah,
Ooh,
so
that's a good.
May, you remember when we were talking about how
Muinar.
guards are bad?
Oh yeah, Muinar is a good card. He's very, very good for Fatedless. Oh no, yeah, Fatedless and Talons.
Whoa, puzzle?
Oh, a puzzle drop. That's
Puzzle?
interesting.
What's
Yeah,
the puzzle?
why do you
Oh,
think
he might
picked
be.
puzzle? I'm actually very confused.
It might be because Surfer and Canter both cost $35 to draft.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good
He's trying to
consideration.
dodge that.
And he is just so overweight right now. He has to start reducing the weight. What is he gonna start tossing?
Is he going to use Witchcraft here to promote
It's kind of tough,
May
right?
or
Because
Puzzle?
you really don't want to use the witchcraft here since you have a scout right in front of you. But
Yeah.
on the other hand, you're just so overloaded. He needs to get rid of 7 more. How's he gonna do it?
Oh, he needs to discard 5 more here. So is
Yeah.
he going to use some Inspirers, or is he going to discard the 5 weight thing?
Ooh.
Oh, he does use a lot of Inspirers here, and the
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
He does a lot of
So he does
inspire-
choose to use Witchcraft.
Yeah.
I think he might then be considering pathing down to the emergency and then taking Lost and Found. What's the advantage of taking Lost and Found on 4-2?
I'd say the main advantage of the Lost and Found 4-2, right, is that it lets you have a way more free pathing. Like, there's a decent chance that a boss key spawns on 4-3, a possibility node. And if you are forced to take the Lost and Found on 4-3, which tends to be the meta, we will end up being unable to take the boss key, which is kind of not nice because we really like the boss key. It gives a lot of development, it's really strong. And it's really, like, for 2 plans, you get free extra nodes, right? And that's basically a steal.
But of course,
Yeah.
this is assuming they're going to play ending 4. If they're playing ending 3, then they can generally be more free to take Lost and Found whenever.
Yeah, that is true. Although, I think there was an incident in, I think, Kazdel Kasino 1 where someone tried to take the Lost and Found on 4-5 because he was like, I don't like it on 4-3, and then it just didn't spawn. well, it's
I wonder
spawned
who
on
that was.
and then you just kind of cry when that happens, right? It's kind of tough.
Okay, but basically.
What you guys say there's a reason why you're okay with delaying the Lost and Found if you're going for ending 3 but not for ending 4?
Yeah, I think there's quite a few reasons why, right? Like, so for the Lost and Found, for ending 3, the condition to get to ending is that you just have to take the relic from the Lost and Found, and then you just have to refresh a node and then path into it, right? That's the condition. So you only, as long as you have a node that you can go into after the Lost and Found, you're totally a-okay to get ending 3 at any time, right? Whereas for ending 4, it's way more annoying because after you get the Lost and Found, you also have to go into a face-off. But we have no guarantee on where the face-off is going to spawn. We know that there's a very, 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 like 99.999 repeating chance of having a face-off spawn on 4-5. But what we can't control is if the face-off and the Lost and Found are going to both spawn in the same place, on the same path, right? And so what might happen is that you just go into 4-5, and you take the Lost and Found, and you go, oh, where's the face-off? Yeah, it's over down there in Narnia. You can't go into it. GG.
Yeah, that
And
makes a lot of
Lost and
sense.
Found. Lost and Found isn't guaranteed on 4-4 either, so you can't just delay it to 4-4. And that aside, you would prefer your 4-4 pathing to be fairly free because 4-4 has a lot of high value stages like Sorted Surveillance and Epochal Gaps. Both of you allow you to take like even more nodes, so it allows you to start snowballing. And then there's also a lot of points on 4-4 that we can take. There's a lot of hard stages, so like Merc, like frequent disputes, chaos, all those give points. And so if you want to farm points on 4-4, then it would be nice to have a free 4-4 pathing.
Yeah, another thing is that if you're path blocked on 4-4, right, then no matter what you do, like, you have to go down that path. And that's really troublesome, right? Suppose you can't do Elusive Merc, right? But then the path right in front of you has an EM Elusive Merc. What are you going to do, right? You just have to be...
It's even worse if you like refresh into it, so you can't refresh.
Yeah,
That's
everyone has had that experience where they're path locked on a path and they go, please, please, please refresh into something good, and it refreshes into emergency Elusive Merc, and then you're just going to cry.
So what does being path locked mean? You've used the term a few times.
Yeah, so path lock basically means on each floor, well, for when we're doing certain endings, we have certain objectives we have to do, right? So for example, in floor 3, we always take the lost and found when we're doing ending 4, and then we always take the face off on floor 5, unless we have absolutely no choice to do otherwise, right? And so because of that, the number of paths that we can actually take on a floor drastically narrows, because we have to go to that face off, and so we have to pick the paths that can go to that face off. Oh, yeah, I was actually wondering about this. He's because he didn't activate logo skill this entire time, but he's been delaying it just for the chests. That's very clever.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, do you guys know how many ingots people are allowed to withdraw?
So the first 2 players are allowed to withdraw 100 ingots in between them, and the third player is allowed to withdraw 50 ingots as a baseline.
All right, that is good to know.
And then what? And then also whatever the first 2 players have left over, I believe.
Tachanka?
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 Tachanka.
Tachanka technology?
So there is a bias bonus involving Tachanka, and it seems
Oh.
like he might be trying to go for it.
Ooh.
Oh, he's refreshing. Let's see it. What will the gacha give us today? Oh, he gets gold. That's really
He
nice.
could E2. He could E2 Tachanka here, and then he has an improved hope curve as well.
Yeah. I will say that,
Spec cast tickets. You would probably take Tin Man here to somehow solve your toll problem.
yeah, he's super overweight right now. I mean, he's been struggling with weight this entire time. So it would be nice to
Yeah.
take Tin Man to solve that.
He
And
also
range
does buy
co-op
the
assassin.
Sagas King relic, which is quite interesting because it doesn't really do anything for him right now.
Yeah, I think, oh, that's interesting. He doesn't want to take Ben Spears training. What do you think of that play? Oh, rope?
Ooh, and he's not taking Tin Man.
Soft bonus speed. That is certainly something to get from your Flotto shop.
You know,
Wow.
this guy
Maybe
just
the
gets. This guy just
just
gets.
believe in the technology.
What can I say?
There's also a Roundstone Elder. Maybe he wants to win a free trip to Disneyland.
The Roundstone Altar.
Roundstone Altar has a very low chance of activating, of
I
giving you
believe-
extra stats. But since you're taking a lot of combats, then you increase your chance of getting those stats. Devil Bane Banner is a really good cycling relic. It allows a lot of operators to get their skills back really quickly. But
Yeah, I
Bath,
give-
it kind of only works for Tachanka. I don't think it's that good in this case.
I think it's pretty good in general, right? Like, Logos, for example, also has major skill cycling issues. So plus 2 SP every time he hits an enemy. That's really strong. But you know,
stop.
I do kind of just want to see him take Brownstone. Yeah!
He's a believer.
Yeah.
He's buying the
He's a
Roundstone.
believer. Yeah, it's a 20%
see how many
chance for
stacks he gets.
Roundstone. It's a 20% chance for Roundstone to activate per combat. So, you know, the chances aren't exactly great, but I believe he can get it. He can get 10 stacks. Why not?
Actually, I believe it's a 35% chance, not a 20%.
It's a 25% chance. I'm lying too. Misinfo 1 out of 1.
Polly, I think you're lying. There's no way it's that high.
It is. You guys just unbelievers.
You know, now that you mention it, I think it's actually 10%.
Well, if it's 25%, then it's really, really good. Ooh, he's going to choose to amplify it.
All right.
And
the amplifier
so
for the
he'll
plan.
get more plans for the entire run. It pays off eventually.
Ooh,
Oh.
and he goes for a refresh here to get another combat. And he goes into it.
Nice.
Does he?
Taking this combat here isn't bad because it allows you to have like a chance at rolling for a sniper ticket to get Rosmontus.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting, right? Because he also has the squirrel, so there's a chance that after he spends these plans here, he will get 2 plans back from this combat, and then be able to pop up and send someone out on a scout.
Yep. So he could just scout Rosia, and that would be really, really strong overplay. But that's only like a 1 in 8 chance. Actually, no, it's lower than a 1 in 8 chance. It's a 1 in 16 chance because you have to proc the squirrel as well.
Now, that is true if you assume that Ross is the only operator that he wants to recruit here, but there might be other 6 stars that he's also interested in picking up here.
Oh yeah, right. You could also get Monster or Cal from a medic ticket. You could also get Munar from a guard ticket because he has the guard book, and that makes Munar really strong. Any other drafts?
Vidian? Yeah. Well, I guess me personally, I'll put a word out for Opianis, who I believe in always, and he would never betray me.
No. He needs so much additional SP to actually make work on Talons or Fatalist.
Hey, you're just slandering his good name. He is broken.
No. He's good. Just not good here.
No. You can just finish it off at he's good. He's excellent. Yes.
No. He's only good in VGG.
No. He's good everywhere. He's broken.
No, I think
Sure.
that May is trying to gatekeep Obianas for VGG players.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, realistically, I think NightEdge is just gonna pull a bank of gold on the next shop and then draft Ulpianas.
I
He
think
does get
you're.
a Vanguard voucher here, and he chooses to promote Puzzle, which means that he probably won't be
Oh.
using the Scout then.
That's a very unfortunate epoch to get right before.
Mhm.
All right, let's see it. Does the gamble work? Nice.
Yeah. Ooh, one.
All right, 1,
I think you should combine the.
2,
it's
and it's pretty good.
yeah.
All right, 1. Does the third one work?
Shields? No.
Oh, it worked too.
That's not
This
bad.
this guy's good. How does he do it?
Please teach us the technology, NightEdge.
And a Bosky right in front of him. Holy.
Wow, and a Bosky into a Lost and Found. That's really good. And then into another shop.
Yeah, this is like the path of people's dreams.
There's also
Or you could
an
also
here
take
if
the
he wants
Scout.
to start taking if he wants to start looking for the ending 5 encounter.
Yeah. Although he only has 4 shield, right? So it might be a little scary if he tries. Let's see what he does.
So basically, if you go into a Bosky with no plans left, then the Bosky could give you some really strong floor 4 stages, and so you might just die. So it's good to keep a few plans for the Bosky just in case you need to refresh some floor 4 stages.
Alright, he's thinking about taking simulated skirmish.
But this is Ingot Talons. Oh, wait, no, this is Ingot. So he can just
Think like
refresh.
Fateless.
Yeah, so he can just refresh the like potentially dangerous stages into a shop. That's one of the major strengths of Ingot Squad. Is you can just dodge combat.
Yeah, would you not normally refresh the Wish build in the Boss Kingdom?
You would, but if you get a dangerous stage, then like you kind of just have to refresh. So like Chaos, he doesn't have a medic. EM Elusive Merc, that stage is hard. Frequent Disputes, I don't think he's just doesn't have enough damage, even if he has Chalice and Soul Furnace Fuel. You would really like Roz for that stage to hold top lane.
Yeah. He's
And to
thinking
just
really
hold-
hard about this pathing. Like, what do you think he's deciding between?
I think that he's choosing between taking the simulated skirmish and choosing the encounter to start looking for ending 5. Because if you wait too long to start looking for ending 5 and you get a bit of bad RNG, you might end up missing out on ending 5.
Oh. It's not ending
Oh.
5, but it is pretty good.
Yeah. So this
Yeah,
stage, it gives you, it spawns a witchcraft, and so it allows you to effectively scout an operator. So E2 plus 2 hope plus 1 plan. It's really good value. And it also gives you a spine. This stage is a really good stage to get from an encounter, like even
Yeah,
if you
it is.
whiff it.
It's a really nice stage, and it's made even nicer because right after this is going to be a Bosky, right? So he can send out whatever he sends out here. He's going to get immediately back.
And I believe this stage also gives you a relic, is that correct?
I'm actually not sure.
So,
I think
I don't
that's
think it
only
does.
Oh, I see.
That's only for like the animal stages, where you if you kill an animal.
And I think like the emergency variants of the stages will give a relic, but I think this one's regular version because it's not talents. So I don't think it would.
So there's a variant of this stage for talents and a normal variant. Is that correct?
Yeah. How Talon's Patriot on top of the stat increase and also making some stages, refreshing stages into emergencies, also has the effect that certain encounters will be buffed in certain ways.
He wants to E2 rope here. Send rope. Nice.
Interesting, yeah.
Makes sense.
So why do you think they made the choice to send rope, or rather draft rope in the first place? Because we were like chilling 10-man super hard, right?
Yeah. I think so. Rope is basically an ending 2 counter under the right circumstances. So since in ending 2 phase 2, Teresa's gets damage reduction when he's close to Teresa, you want to use a shifter to drag him away from Teresa. And so rope can do that job of just dragging away Teresa's. And if he's doing ending 4, then it also makes the boats spawn slower. So you have more room to play around with if you're using high tile operators to DPS Teresa's or to lane hold.
Interesting, but we normally use true damage to deal with the boss, right?
That is true. So I'm thinking they might not be drafting Monster or Calcit in this run because they're typically a very strong ending 2 solution. While they they do also counter ill.
Well, we get to find out right now.
Let's
They
see
do
if
get
they
ending
take.
voucher here, so are they going to recruit a Calcit or a Monster?
Let's see it. What is he gonna do?
But they also solve ending 5 really well, so missing out of them is kind of not good. So they do have quite a bit of overlap.
Oh, free AR.
Well, is he gonna take it?
The AR? If you want to draft Monster, I still think you have to draft her now because you don't really need both, and you would rather not miss out on a meta ticket because you might not get in.
Oh, he's going
that's
for it.
just
Emergent gameplay.
Yeah,
Emergent
you're not thinking big enough, man. This is the new emergent gameplay style that everyone has been raving and ranting about. Ooh. Let's see the boss key. What's gonna come out? Apoco Gaps? Face off.
Oh, it's the DP boss key, which is not that big of a deal if you manage your DP well.
Actually, the face-off might be exactly what he's looking for because he did draft Tachanka.
Oh yeah, he could use Tachanka to do the mission where you basically the mission is you have Tachanka solo a boss key, a face off. I think it's pretty doable. He should definitely go for it, I think.
An eye for an eye. That's really good for him. Yeah. Fun fact about this. So on For Free, there's 2 variants. There's 2 different types of face-offs you can get. One of them is an eye for an eye. The other one is narrow path, right? And eye for an eye, it's a single. You can deploy a single operator, and you fight a single enemy. And narrow path is you deploy 2 operators and you fight 2 enemies, right? Now the fun thing about this is that narrow path also gives better rewards because eye for an eye gives a single voucher, but narrow path gives a choice between 2 vouchers. But anyways, Tachanka just photos this guy.
Crocodile.
So
And that's the Tachanka mission done.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah.
So even though Narrow Path does give better rewards, in this case, because he's able to complete the Tachanka mission, he's probably quite happy that he got the less valuable variant.
Yeah, I imagine he's probably celebrating right now, which is probably the only time that anyone has ever celebrated getting eye for an eye. All right, he's
the next draft is probably to do a mission, or it could be to synergize with logos. I'm not sure.
All right, let's take.
I'm not sure what the intention is.
Ooh, Transceiver, Anchor, and Sarkaz King's Vessel. That is very big. So yeah, I think you mentioned earlier, Polymer, that you thought that him taking that Regal Rest was really weird, right?
Yeah, I did mention that.
Yeah, I think he's just thinking bigger than us, right? He's just going, maybe this doesn't work right now, but I know it will work. It will work. I will get Visage after level 6.
Oh my god, he actually got economic reformat.
May.
Opianus,
you've been slandering Opianus a decent bit, right? I feel like I need you to fill out an apology form.
Sorry.
Well, and he does drop Angelina here, which makes the Rogue draft earlier make a lot more sense because Rogue works really well with Angelina.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so I think might end up seeing that ending 2 with no true damage, just rope dragging Baristas all the way down. Yeah, let's see Opianus Relic. Let's go.
So how does Angelina do on ending 2?
She gets deployed after Baristas phases, and then you activate rope skill, and then Baristas moves. It's broken.
Yep, rope drags Teresa's really, really far with Angelina's skill.
Ooh, and this is a really good
debates.
Wow. Bloodline debates. Will he try to do the mission here? Because he already has a lot of plans, so I don't think he needs it.
Yeah. So for those who don't know that, there are certain stages where if you do not pick up the plans, you do get additional dollars from completing them. And one of those stages is Bloodline Debates.
Yep. So the stages are Bloodline Debates, Epochal Gaps, and Sordid Surveillance. They all drop a lot of plans, but if you don't pick up any plans, then it's worse for your economy, but it's good for your dollars.
Yeah, it's trying to encourage risk-reward trade-off, right? Like because plans are kind of the most important resource in IS5. They let you do everything that you kind of want to do. So passing up on plans, especially on stages like Epochal Gaps, which give you so many, is pretty painful. Oh, this is going to be a Funamia skill. She's just going to hit all the spiders. Oh, I guess not. Okay, sure.
I guess there's a bit of a delay there. But it's fine. Usually the Devourers on bottom left, they're a pretty big HP check, but May actually kind of like solves them really well because she does a lot of damage to them and then she stalls them. And then Logos into Chunk can finish them off. It's not a big problem here.
So you mean Logos can finish them off?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not letting you slip by the Chichenka glaze. It's not going to happen. After you also slandered Opianus too.
Man, those are my drafts. I'm not slandering my own drafts.
Yeah, you aren't slandering them, you're just trying to gatekeep them. We know how it works.
Yeah, I'm gatekeeping them. I'm Ian's best VGG player.
As the best VGG player, you will still slander Opianus. Kind of disappointing, you know? You would think that you'd be #1 cheerleader for him.
I'm sorry.
And he also slandered Milnar. Can't believe it.
Well, who haven't I slandered?
That's a good question. That's a good point. I feel like he slandered literally everyone.
I don't think I slandered Puzzle.
I feel like that's just because you haven't picked him.
I have picked them. Puzzle was really good in what's it called? Before Surfer existed. So if you wanted to do double agents, you could either do Cancer plus Puzzle or Cancer plus Enos. And for VGG, you do Cancer plus Puzzle, and he's actually pretty decent damage. Like his skill 2 actually does decent damage, as well as skill 1. I promise he's not bad, he's just like a flag bearer in disguise.
He's not bad. He just generates DP like a flag bearer in a
Wow,
mode where
another
everyone
draft.
else. Alright, let's see. Ooh, another medic voucher.
Oh,
It's
Kazdel.
thinking-
Still not taking that voucher.
Ah,
He's
he's
gonna eat two.
smoking him.
Alright, and he's gonna pass up on a oh, it's because of the total relic requirement, right?
Oh, right. So you can't pick up as many relics as you want.
Alright, what is he gonna go for? He's going to go for
3 or 4. Let's see.
Free!
3.
The number of the day is free. Alright. Let's see it. Which way is he gonna go? Because he still wants to go for ending 5, right? So if that's the case, then he might. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
I guess he's
So
gonna
his
scout
scout is,
someone.
Angelina. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
makes
Angelina
sense.
makes sense, right? She's kind of bricked at E1. Oh,
Morning Labor's pretty good here. It's
Yeah,
a
Morning
pretty
Labor.
easy stage and it drops a relic.
Usually Morning Labor is a pretty easy stage, but I'll have you know Every single that when it got King of Sarcasm and Guard Banger, I was crying. I was screaming.
Oh my gosh, Rumblehand. Is he gonna I don't think he might draft Roz. I don't think he's gonna draft Roz at this point.
And yes, but also he can just do the humble get Rambo
Ooh, red?
of Rumble
Oh,
instant pivot into Clingers.
the John pivots.
Oh wow.
Wow, King's Armor.
The return of the Silver Seal.
And there's also a remnant. There's also a remnant, which is a really strong relic.
And there's a Witchcraft. Witchcraft is a very strong inspirer for your economy.
You said
There's
something
just a lot of
interesting.
good stuff
Yeah,
here.
Polymer. Why is Remnant a strong relic?
So Remnant gives you 2 hope, which is like the secondary effect. But the primary effect of it is that it allows you to reroll notes and additional time. And the reason why I think this is really strong is because it protects you from a lot of bad things that could happen, right? Because like one of the biggest concerns that we mentioned before when you path lock yourself is that you reroll into like a really hard emergency that you're unable to do. But if you have 2 reroll opportunities, you can then reroll that emergency into something else. So it basically prevents you from just randomly losing out of nowhere, and that's why I think it's really strong.
No oddities again.
That is the deeply unfortunate oddities right at this moment. Okay, he's clicking
It's
the
okay, they can
industry.
just pop in industries and take the lottery fight. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? Like everyone, like I mentioned before, everyone loses to EM elusive Merc just off to out of the blue. So
I think
what
this
do you,
4-3 path has been really strong overall. He's been able to take a lot of developments. Unfortunately, they did whiff a cadence, but they whiffed it into something good. They had a Bosky, they had like 4-5 combats. That's really, really strong.
I do think that's like
And then they were able to flesh out a lot of their drafts.
Yeah, I do think like this is a bit of a debate that happens, right? Like you mentioned here, like floor free encounters, they're really strong because they can give you a lot of good fights. Like for example, the one that he just had, right, the witchcraft one. But I hear that a lot of people like to take the floor 2 encounter instead, right?
Oh. Well, the technology with 4-2 encounter is just that if you're forced to play ending 5, especially ending 2-4-5, then you have to take as many 4-5 encounters as possible, ending 5 encounters as possible, so you don't whiff it. And the added bonus of that is that you get final cadence early, and when you leak the final cadence, you get an extra relic, which allows you to like increase your development. It allows you to increase your power. But unfortunately for Casino, more relics is not necessarily better because we have a soft relic limit. And so it's probably not going to be as good.
All right, that makes a lot
And
of sense.
as well as that aside, you also need enough power early game to be able to take cadence, because cadence can become really annoying on a lot of stages. So you do need enough power to actually be able to like deal with the cadence, not necessarily kill it, but like survive with it.
Yeah, I will say that even though he has a lot of operators, right? Would you say that his current draft is strong?
I think it's a bit different from traditional drafts, probably because of like tournament restrictions. I think it's fairly decent. They don't have to draft ending 4 counters, so that's really good. But I'm looking forward to their ending 5 counters because they've skipped a lot of medic tickets for monster or for Kautsit. So I'm not sure how they're going to solve ending 5 here.
You know, I tried to use Nymph once on ending 5. I'm like, oh, I can use Nymph to infinitely stall Amia. It's broken. Did not work.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
turns out that
work,
Amiya
no.
actually has a time limit, so if you don't kill her before the time runs out, you lose the fight.
Oh, pretty good relic.
Oh,
But
and he
he,
also get another industry here, even more ingots.
But he doesn't have any melee
this guy
focus, so
is
it doesn't actually affect much.
epitome of the rich get richer. I can't believe it. Oh, feeder?
Oh, Theta.
That's very
What's the
interesting.
Theta draft for? That's an interesting draft. So they already have Rope. Rope plus Angelina just absolutely solves ending 2. It just dunks on it. So I'm not sure why they drafted another shifter. Possibly? No, that's sus.
Maybe there's an achievement
Probably
related
for
to
the Theta
shifting.
mission. It might be
Yeah,
for the feature mission.
there is a mission that involves Fita, so that's probably why they drafted her.
Okay, that
So
makes
you
a
have
lot
to
more sense.
shift 3 times with her and redeploy her in 90 seconds. So that might be why.
Hmm. Redeploy her in 90 seconds to shift 3 times. Okay, that sounds fairly challenging. We'll see how he does it.
I believe someone did the calcs here, and you have like 13 seconds of leeway or something. Not sure.
Hmm.
Either way, I think you need. Do you need SP to do it? Hmm. We'll see. We'll see.
I believe you don't, but you do need to have enemies in range, and that can be tricky depending on the stage.
Right.
All right, he's
But
thinking about
it's
morning
probably
labor
going to
right
be done on ending 2. So. Right, morning labor.
now, and he's taking theater. And we've been slandering theater a little. Maybe she's just broken. Maybe that's why she's being taken.
Oh, maybe it's because they don't have rope skill 2 mastery. Is that the technology?
I've heard that something weird that I realized a while back, but like you never really take advantage of it, right? Is that pushers, they're able to attack everyone that's like up to their block count, right? So they're like an AoE guard.
Yes. Like
Yes.
Opianus, like Hodoro.
Yeah, my favorite AoE guard is OP Anderson Holder. But have you also considered just like Blaze, who is my
Oh
favorite character to
boy.
draft in IS2?
Oh,
Top
Blade. So you were
UGG
in the
draft?
Blaze camp rather than the Taunts camp in IS2?
Hmm.
Well, it's neither.
Don't worry about it. All right, yeah. So they
Oh,
got Silent Guardian. We actually didn't see it until now, but they finally tabbed over there. So let's see. I imagine he's planning on going down into the morning labor, right? It makes sense. Let's
yeah,
see.
probably.
But what is his plan? All right, tossing more.
Silent Guardian is a bit unfortunate because it doesn't have as many plans as the other 2 or 3 bosses, and it's also the hardest for some reason.
Really? You think it's the hardest?
I think it's the hardest.
I don't know. I feel like
Or maybe it's
Lackerman.
just
I feel like Lackerman is a bigger troll on average. Like with a bunch of different epochs, right? Like King of Sarkaz makes her hit way harder, and she has huge range. Oddities makes the spike tankier, and especially catastrophes, right? That spike is
well,
so
all
tanky.
those apply to Silent Guardian as well, especially the Sarkaz crossbowmen on Silent Guardian. They're really tanky and they're really annoying.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? When you get catastrophes on Silent Guardian, you're just so happy, right? Because it goes for some reason every other boss stage just gives one spike, but Silent Guardian you're like, oh yeah, my bad guys, I'll put in 2 more spikes. I
But
don't know
Silent
why.
Guardian still doesn't surpass the other stages. It's still 3 plans on
It's
Silent
free
Guardian, and then
plans, but hey, it's even to Calcit, right? That's like you're almost at like it almost makes you feel good about having Silent Guardian.
well, can you actually take those fights? Because Silent Guardian has a pretty strict opening requirement. It has a lot of DP requirements.
Yeah, of course, trust. On the other hand,
Just
I think I just saw
sure.
something funny happen with Nymph, right? He used the fear blast on the Sarkaz Lancer as it was running away, and it ran in the opposite direction, and it was just like hovering into a different pair of stairs. Let's see if
The
if it happens
technology.
again. No, it's just really confused this time.
I'm not sure how it works. I don't think it would send it to a different flight of stairs. It would still go through the same path.
Yeah. But you saw that, right? She feared it in like her lane, but then it went up. It was just very
Yeah, it does
confusing.
go up. It does go up, but it doesn't go through those stairs. It'll still pass back down because it still has a
Yeah,
checkpoint on the bottom stairs.
yeah, probably just loop back down. Oh, that's really good for
Ooh,
him.
extra attack speed for logos or en route. It won't matter as much as at the end because they'll have max chalice, but it's fine. Ooh, they're E2ing Aya?
So
Hmm.
once again, they are quite over the toy limit, so they're going to discard quite a few thoughts here.
Yeah. All right, place your bets. What's getting discarded today? So I think
The Lingerers probably.
the lingerers. I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like I have his number now. I can clock into his gambling spirit. He will not discard Lingerers. He'll discard every Inspire. No!
What'd you
Oh, he is
say?
discarding the Lingerers.
What did you
Looks
say,
like they
Bait?
got a
No!
wrong read on him.
No, no, no. You're not supposed to play that soundboard. That is incriminating evidence. All
They
right.
don't actually need that many rise and falls for ending 2 through 5 because it's generally not as challenging as ending 4. So it's probably fine to toss some RNF components.
But is he going to
Are
combine
we
the
combining
plans too?
plants?
Combine the plans?
So
John,
combining two
plants?
plans does
Yeah.
give you 3 hope, but it's usually not a great use of plans.
I don't think they needed to combine the plans there, unless they wanted to go down to green toil for the boss, which I don't think is that necessary.
Yeah, he does have more plans coming in though, because he has a scout and a witchcraft. So maybe his logic is, I'm
Yeah,
shooting
but
the plans,
oddities is
I don't
also
have enough
ending,
hope.
so
Hmm.
like, they won't have oddities anymore. So their toil will go down.
Yeah. But have you considered
On
that
the other
maybe
hand,
he...
there's also like it is like a soft limit on how many plans you can actually utilize every floor, right? Because it depends on how many vertical paths there are. So maybe he thinks
Yeah.
that like he doesn't need that many plans entering at floor 4.
Man, that's like the most Rockefeller mindset I've ever heard in my life. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
I can't spend all these plans. My hands can't hold all these plans. Oh,
Oh yeah,
give me that
puzzle is
problem.
really good on puzzle is really good on Silent Guardian compared to Counter or Surfer because he can constantly ping away at the spine. Believe in the puzzle technology, okay?
Okay, shilling puzzle once again. Let's take a look.
Shilling puzzle. What about it?
Hmm.
Nymph there?
So if you're gonna show puzzle so much, if I dig into your previous like yesterday's screenshot of you playing, will I see puzzle?
No, I said puzzle was a pre-Surfer draft.
Yeah,
He's not
okay.
good anymore. I don't draft him anymore. Actually, no, I might still draft him in the tournament because Count is expensive.
All right, mate, I'm going to hold you to that. If you don't draft Surfer, if you don't draft Puzzle, then we know that you're a liar.
Hey, I didn't say
I've
anything good
always
about
been
puzzle. I
told
was just like, he is showed a lot by May. Like I didn't say anything good about him.
this
Chat, back
is
me up
a
here. Chat, back
placement
me
that I
up,
haven't
please.
seen before. What's the technology with this placement? I
The
feel
gummy
like
placement?
the crossbowman might kill the
Yeah, like
terminal. I'm a bit concerned about that.
yeah. The idea is like the gummy placement lets gummy tank all the hits that the terminal would normally get. So that's pretty
Oh,
nice.
that's a red mission done. Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Stun 4 different enemies on 4 different tiles.
Mhm.
So this Gummy placement does normally work fine, but I believe if you do have King of Sarkaz and you place Gummy like this, the Sarkaz crossbowman will actually have enough attack to kill the first device if you place Gummy
Yeah,
like
that is
this.
true. Like when that happens, you have to place her one more to the left, which is really annoying. But also, this placement only really works if you have a good range DPS to help kill the stuff. Because like you can see here, Gummy is holding them out of range. So it's
Yeah.
all up
Yeah,
to Mia.
Nymph is not helping out.
Yeah, Mia's just working overtime. As usual.
uh, Stage should be over. It's not. It's pretty easy in this scenario. They're high rolling a bit.
Only a moderate high roll. You have to understand that getting Chalice, getting what is it? Second act reform. This is just skill.
Did they get second act reform?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
the
did. They got it from the shop.
Yeah, but like Soul Furnace still is the like keep. Ooh, they can take Roz here. Ooh, and they have the
all right, but have you
Roz's and
considered they can take empty Falbies for this Opianus?
no.
Oh, there's
They
empty
can't
Falbies
draft
work with
Opiatus though.
Opianas.
There's no Opiatus.
And don't worry, he'll
Uh,
get Opianus eventually. No.
oh. Are they
All
considering
right,
Roz? Or are they
is he
saving
taking
Roz
as
for?
well?
I think they might be saving Roz for a teammate actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, that might be. What's up?
They might
yeah.
also choose to go for a medic here,
Hmm. He does
like
already
maybe
have AR
Cal or
order.
Monster.
Yeah, you know,
Angelina.
some of the most fun things that happen in team tournaments is not what actually happens inside a match, right? But what happens outside of it when you're fighting over custody rights with your teammates over who gets who. It's like I remember when I was playing with May in a tournament, right? Like Monster, like it had been like months, right? And finally, Monster was released, and this was the first tournament that Monster was allowed in. And then I'm like, oh, I get to finally practice all my crazy monster tag, all this practice. It's gonna be so cool to show off on stream. And May's like, no, my monster,
Yep, I need. Well,
mine.
what can I say? Aya is a bit mid for VGG. I'm sorry. There you go, the Aya slander.
I don't know. I clearly remember you saying yesterday that AO was good. This is a crazy turnaround.
She's good, but like, it's relative. Goodness is relative.
Goodness is relative to the situation. And now I must
Angelina's
show monster, so I must put down a. I see how it is.
Right, so NightEdge does choose to simply save Hope here and recruit Meteor, which does suggest that he's saving the other operators for his teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at this point, it's a. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, Shifting
That's-
City.
So, yeah, let's explain how Shifting City works, right? So it's an encounter that can randomly spawn on floor 4, and when you enter it, if you do try to understand the city, you will be spawned into an entirely new floor 4, but it will be coded as being inside a boss key, right? And since it's coded as inside a boss key, it will give you a boss key relic, and also have all boss key relics be applied. But the more interesting thing about it is that the floor 4, he chose to not take it.
it allows you
But
to restart floor 4, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's a lot of notes for extra development.
Yeah. Although I think some of the more interesting things about it is that there are no vertical paths in the floor 4 in that shifting city, right? Aside from the ones that are forced by a safe house. And another thing
Ooh.
that some people might not know is that ending encounters cannot spawn inside a shifting city. So, for example, if you try to reset for shifting city encounters, try to reset for encounters inside a shifting city, you would not be able to get any because any 5 cannot spawn in it.
Old fan
Oh
and coin
my
operator
gosh,
toy.
old fan.
Sorry to
Never
interrupt
mind.
you,
I'm gonna
but
stop talking.
this
He's
shop is
getting some crazy
definitely
stuff.
something.
Wow, this is a bit insane.
Mean?
You can't just play like this. I mean, no, this is exactly how you play Talons. No, Ingot.
Talons.
I'm so
Yeah.
used to saying Ingot Talons because Ingot almost always goes with Talons.
Yeah, don't worry. I had to consciously stop myself from saying it several times already.
Mhm.
Let's see. Ooh, excavate. That's interesting. He really wants to push them super, super far, it seems.
I don't think they needed Excavate though.
Yeah. Well, maybe
You
he
don't
has
need
something
Excavate
like
to shift to Rhesus.
maybe he
Oh,
has
they
a
might be
bit
trying to
of
shift the boss into a hole.
yeah.
Hmm.
Consider he
Oh,
can
that's
now
possible.
yeah, maybe how much weight is Patriot? There's no sword of surveillance.
Oh, it's ordered surveillance.
But there's no way he is going to like surely we with all these weight down relics and the shift up inspire we can shift it Patriot, right?
Does he have a weight down relic? I don't think he does.
He has the weight down effect of Angelina, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Oh,
see.
there actually is a hole in the Patriot stage. However, it's a
Oh.
pretty hard to reach hole that involves a diagonal push. So if he
I'm
does
pretty
choose to
sure
go
you
for
need
it,
Weedy
it
to
can be
like
quite
shift a
interesting.
dreadful foe.
All right. You know what? I believe in him. He will show us how it's done.
They might consider refreshing the Crimson Corridor into a planned combat.
Yeah,
They
I
could
think it's
also take Sorted Surveillance and then not take the plans for the extra points.
yeah, I think it's an interesting decision, right? But I think overall, at least right now, I think it makes sense for him to go down and up, right? With the sort of surveillance plans. Maybe to get more
Potentially.
vouchers to fill out more objectives. Because it seems like what he's really doing is just objective farming, right?
Yeah. And he's succeeding really well. Sure.
Yeah, he's succeeding on multiple fronts at once. It's quite incredible.
Moderate
Tachinka,
high roll.
yo, I feel like this is what you call emergent.
This is
Have you ever
not
used
emergent
Ending with
gameplay,
both
actually.
Fan,
No, this
Chalice,
is
and so
this,
far
this
this
is a
team
real
is pretty
Tachanka
easy to
placement
farm
done by real
objectives.
players.
Broken.
Like it's
All right.
me.
All right. Noted. Noted.
I mean, it's not like you ever draft Tachanka. You use Chubai.
I'll
Actually, no,
have you
Chubai
know.
works there too.
I'll have you know. I draft Tachanka all the time.
But you don't put Silver Ash there. Silver Ash is Silver Ash goes somewhere else.
All right. Let's see.
And yeah, Tachanka
Also-
just absolutely destroyed middle lane and the spine there.
You know, you're saying that, but these guys, something that I am kind of surprised by is these guys actually have a decent res stat, right? But Logos and Nim just kind of demolished it.
Oh yeah, he has the fan, the soul furnace fuel, the chalice,
A moderate amount of damage, yes.
the plus 25 attack, plus 25 attack speed caster book, moderate high roll.
Don't worry about it. But no
I'm very
res
worried
shred.
about
It's
it.
impossible to hit for that res stat without res shred. All right.
They're also sending and drafting Mizuki, which is also another ending 2 solution. They have a bit too many ending 2 solutions, perhaps.
Oh, he's tossing disorder surveillance plans. You know, he's like assembling all the pieces of Exodia. He's gonna next for the sequel. He's gonna draft Monster now and then Calce it.
Just watch and learn. This is how you high roll.
Also, I think the
Rangers.
player might not have realized this, but he did pick a plan from he did pick the plan from Square,
Wow.
and that actually does invalidate the bonus.
Yeah, but he dropped the plans, right? So it's okay. Okay.
If he realizes it, because he did pick the plan from Square, and the plan from Square does count towards
Yeah,
is counted as like one of the plans
he picked
you
the
get.
plan, but then he dropped it immediately after. So I think it's valid for him, right?
Yeah, then that should be fine because there
Yeah.
is a allowance.
He went in with 7 plans and he came out with 7 plans. It's fine.
Yeah. Whatever
Maybe
happens
we
in
need to remind
between
him to not
is
do that on
between
epochal gaps.
yeah. All right, let's see. Time more tensions, and then we
Time
go
more
to Apocalypse Gaps.
tensions.
Do you think he's gonna toss the Apocalypse Gaps plans?
Epochal Gaps drops a lot of plans. I'm not so sure if he's going to drop it. It depends on how much plans he gets from this. If like Squirrel procs in this combat and the next combat. Because you would like to have a lot of floor 3 pathing. No, floor 5 pathing, and he also hasn't taken the boss key yet. He hasn't taken the ending 3 boss key yet, so he'll need three plans for that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. And
So-
also, I just realized another thing, but he has not gone into ending 5 encounter, right? And that's kind of tough for him.
Yeah, he needs to like absolutely just go for it on floor 5. Otherwise, he's gonna whiff ending 5, and that's not good because you really want to do triple ending so you have the yen shock buff for your teammates.
No.
No.
I'm going to be honest. I was not cheering for Tashenka there.
Roberta is actually I know some pre DLC Roberta Pepe technology on the stage, and it also works on Tachanka.
All right.
Oh, not
Puzzle is
cheating
just
puzzle.
sacrificed to the sun gods. I see how it is.
Wait, May, you can't just mention Pepe like that and not explain the technology.
Okay. Well, obviously, you all know who invented it. ENX invented it.
Of course.
So what you do is you put Pepe next to the casters facing left, so she doesn't ping them, and then you put Roberta's shield on Pepe, and then you activate the sarcasms, and then Roberta's shield protects Pepe, and then Pepe's skill 3 just kills all of them.
Does Pepe have a... What's Pepe's initial startup? I assume it's just long enough that with one Roberta's
It's 10
shield, she
seconds.
lives.
It's only 10
All right,
seconds.
nice.
Because
Yeah,
she's
that's
not. She doesn't attack them actually. She doesn't attack them.
Also, I feel like I've seen so many portals. I've seen more portals from him like I've ever had in my entire life. It's kind of crazy.
What's the he's sending Fita, right?
Yeah, I think he might have
That's
gotten
like-
a witchcraft in every single shot.
Yeah, I feel like this guy has had more combats with witchcraft than he has without.
I don't think so. I think there's like the 4-1, 4-2 combats didn't have them. Actually, no, 4-2 combat had one. I feel like it's still more though. Oh yeah,
Alright,
bro has like 4 ending 2 counters. I'm
don't
Grand
worry
Wish.
about it.
Grand Wish protects you from other epochs
Alright,
because it
here's a medic voucher and a sniper voucher. What is he taking?
is not
Come on, take
taking true
monster. Take
damage.
monster. It'll be funny. Do it, do it, do it.
Pivot monster, pivot monster. Oh, you're gonna
Look,
oh.
if you steal all the ending two solutions, it'll be very funny.
Frequent dispute.
Ooh, this one's an interesting one. So, anyone want to talk about this stage?
How do you play Logos on it? I think the
Oh,
Logos
logos.
skill timing is that he cycles one skill at the start, and then one skill when the like last 2 waves of flying enemies come. Oh, he's
He's
not.
not
He's not
going
going to take it.
Like, he
in.
does choose to go for the ending 3 prophecy here.
And
Oh, and
catastrophes.
On
catastrophes.
catastrophes.
Sword and
What?
Wow.
This is so
On
fake.
plans.
This
Insane.
is
Insane.
incredibly fake. How does this happen? Check the guy's PC, please. Moderators?
So keep in mind there's still an Apocalypse gaps outside the boss key that he hasn't taken yet.
Yeah, there's an
Exactly.
Apoco gaps. There was a sword surveillance into a sword surveillance and an Apoco gaps in here into an Apoco gaps outside. What is this?
Oh, Yana, check his PC.
Yeah, moderators, check. Go go. Light is having a crash out in the chat. He's going. We need to have our emergency meeting right now. We got to re-strategize. All right, let's see what he's gonna do. I feel like so. What do you think he's gonna do here, Ashley?
I think he's just going to take the epochal gaps and then probably drop the plans. I don't think he needs that much for 4-5, especially with D8 D15 vertical planning.
Yeah, I think
So
another
yeah,
thing to consider, right, is that he's currently pretty close to overweight, right? He's pretty
Yeah.
close to being over encumbered. And what happens when you take the ending free relic that is in that prophecy node is that it gives +1 toil to everything, right? So even if he wanted to take all these plans in this Apoco Gaps, he really couldn't because his hands can't hold it physically. They will slip through his fingers and he will have to toss a bunch of stuff anyways. So I think it makes a lot of sense for him to. He's really thinking about these placements. I think it makes sense for him to have to toss the plans here. Oh, that's a very strong logos.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think that even if he doesn't take any plans here, he will still have to end up tossing quite a few thoughts after getting the ending 3 relic.
Yeah. Another thing is that Victory Rewind actually has a spike by default, right? So and then catastrophes will give him another spike. So he's going to be swimming in plans anyways. Yeah, I was about to note that Oyana, that this logos makes catastrophe spines looks like regular spines. Truly some wild stuff happening here. But
yeah,
I feel
Logos
like
has
we're
so
missing a very important operator still, and until the operator is there, my heart will not be fulfilled. It's a certain guard that starts with U and ends with S.
Wow, I didn't know Bait was such a huge fan of guards.
No. I'm a huge fan of one guard.
I wonder who that might be.
Yeah. It's not you, Billnar's danger. It's all right. Keep trying. No. Chat way in, please. Someone will get it. No, it's not Intellectia.
No, that's my draft, you see.
You draft Intellectia?
Well, I mean, I drafted her once on Naruto.
And how,
That's
may I
good.
ask, did that turn out for you?
She actually kind of helped out. I probably would have died without her because I messed up.
I see how it is. I see.
Oh,
All right.
actually, nah, she just saved my leakless bonus, that's all. 'Cause I think she killed like 1 cadence on the 4-5 phase 1.
How
No, ending
broken.
5 phase 1.
Yeah, I think one of the more interesting things that happens in team environments, right, is that because a lot of the good operators are taken, you start having to get really creative with who you choose to ban or take. Oh, that's a really creative use of Theater. He used Theater to push away that guy so that the Necrosis field wouldn't explode on Theater. Also, is that
Oh, the
a
technology.
is that an achievement? Pushing with a Theater that many tiles away?
I think it has to be a dreadful foe.
Okay, good to know.
Oh no. Feeder is the push 4 times in 2 different positions within 90 seconds.
Oh, okay, never mind. Teehee.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
but there is an
And also
achievement
it's
with
4 times,
Angelina
not
that
4 times the
involves
animation.
pushing a Dreadful for 4 tiles away.
But yeah, like and what happens is like I mentioned earlier, May stole my monster, May stole my Hoderer, May stole my Opiatus.
Well, you
May
stole
stole
my
my Silver
brain.
Ash. Stole my Milnar
You-
too.
Please tell us the Sniper Medic Silver Ash technology.
You know what happens if I just really want him, huh? Have you considered that? What happens if I get Bloodbath?
What do you want him for?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of legends about how Silver Ash is actually better than Milnar and better than Wisdom because Silver Ash with Bloodbath has like infinite uptime on skill free and broken range.
Whoa. I think you're lying. I don't think Silver Ash is that good, mate.
I think Bait might be watching too much ENX.
No. I'm watching the exact correct amount of ENX. I
And how
believe
much is
he
that?
is still shilling Silver Ash to this day, and he would never immediately drop Silver Ash the moment a
He's
certain
not
other operator
killing
comes out.
Silver Ash. He plays Saki. plays
No.
Saki.
He's still playing Silver Ash. He would never ditch
He
Silver
plays Saki. He plays Saki
No.
Talons PvP.
No. He's still
Oh,
playing
Thorns
Silver
Temp.
Ash to this
Thorns
day. I believe in him. I haven't caught up to his recent VODs yet, but I believe in him. He would never drop Silver Ash.
Yeah, and for those who aren't aware, Saki
would.
is actually Bait's second favorite guard.
No.
Is he gonna draft Quartz here for the mission? Because Quartz has a hard mission. Where you have Quartz block and kill 4 Dreadcast
That's so
marked
many
enemies.
plans. He just scrolled through so many. That's an entire screen of plans.
That's like 6 plans.
Bro is
Is that
Jean
6 plans? I think it's 6.
It is 6 plans. And he's going to
I didn't
discard all of
say
them.
any. I didn't say nothing. I did not mention Saki at all. Like,
Yes, you
well,
did.
now I did. But you see, it's Polymer's fault. He's the one shilling it, and
It's
May.
Polymer's fault?
Yeah.
Wow.
You see, I'm being surrounded by Saki-chan apologists. All right, I am not a defender of Saki.
I think you're gaslighting.
And my Go ENX would also never be a defender of Saki. I'm sure he's still using Silver Ash.
No. He glazed Saki. I remember him. It's in a stream clip. He said like
He's in the stream. All right, I don't want to see
was
that
better
stream.
than Silver Ash at DPS because Saki just straight up does have more DPS.
All right, well, just about
But-
anything is better than Silver Ash and
But Saki is
DPS.
lacking in survival compared to Silver Ash.
Yeah, I do wonder about that, right? Like, I can get that Saki has like Saki in IS5. I can totally see her being good, right? Because she has like with infinite attack speed, you have you get what is it called? The music effect that she gets when she hits enough notes, and she also
Fever.
has fever, and she also has like
that
infinite
toll is
base.
exploded. I think they might actually have to drop some plans right now because they're gonna get so many more.
I mean, he can
But
drop.
then they're
points.
still gonna have another Epoch Labs coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once he pops up, it's a lot less bad.
Oh, he is using the excavate here, so
This is clever, right? Because this is a boss. This is a boss fight. It is also a boss key, but it's a boss fight. So he could actually get the achievement here, right?
Yes.
Weight 6 only.
Checking the weights. I think it's possible. Let's see.
It seems like the stream has cut out. Oyana, can you take a look at that?
I think it might be you. I can still see the stream.
yeah, I can still see the stream as well.
Yeah, I'm talking in the chat because everyone just people have been regularly commenting slanderous things, but the most recent messages have all just been a wall of stream. Oh, nice, we're back. Okay.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it almost reminded me of like that that scene in Finding Nemo where like the fish just show up in front of the seals. Looked exactly like that. Yeah. Also, there's an awful lot of Saki-chan apologists in the chat. It's disappointing to see, honestly. But yeah, returning to
Hey,
the discussion. Yeah, so I could totally see Saki being really good as a DPS, right? But the problem is,
isn't the
isn't
discussion
Saki?
about how you're going to shift the boss into the hole?
Oh yeah, we're also gonna discuss that. But hold up, I have to slander Saki first.
Go
Doesn't
on.
she have problems of sufferings or just like stages where you'd want to use Silver Axe skill too?
Yeah, she struggles on those straight up, but then Silver Ash also struggles on damage checks. So
Yeah. So you take the good with the bad. All right. And you
uh,
see, Alysso is threatening some concerning things in chat over his favorite idol, Saki.
Saki is not an idol.
She's not.
No.
Okay, excellent. His favorite band member, who he is very normal
Um,
about. All right, let's see. So returning to the whole discussion,
So
where
the
is
two
the whole
bosses
in
are
Victor's?
weight 6 and weight 7.
Yeah, so he's probably going to shift Frost Nova, right? But where is the Ho in this stage? Do you know?
let's check. Victory Rewind. That's my team's name, by the way.
Yeah, what is what made you pick that name, Ashley?
Oh, the hole is on like in the on the like column of high tiles that separates the left and the right.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
Yeah, it's a
Like top
pretty
right of the bottom
it's
blue
very close to
bottom.
where the enemy's path. So it might not
Yeah,
be that too difficult to shift
yeah.
enemies into it.
It
Yeah, I think
sounds
it's
very
definitely possible.
it
Look
sounds
into it.
very convenient, and I'm being distracted by the chat. A lot of apologists, way more than I expected. Uh, okay. Um. So yeah, you picked a team name, Victory Rewind. Is there a reason why?
Because we're gonna win. Duh.
But
So
I
why do you
mean,
need to rewind it?
victory rewind implies that you had a victory before, right?
Yeah,
No, no, no.
I
If you're gonna look back on this tournament, then it will be a victory rewind. You see.
I see. Yeah, just ignore our previous win streaks that we definitely have, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
we won't talk
you
about
flopped
those.
on Ingot Talent.
Okay,
On
okay,
Naruto. You can't talk.
buddy. Yeah, I mean, previously you lost to regular Terminus, so I don't think you stones in glass houses.
Maybe both of us suck, honestly.
Maybe we just all are bad at this game. Maybe that's actually a conclusion we can get.
Maybe we both have the EN syndromes. So I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna use Feeder to push Frostnova into the hole because Frostnova is actually pushable
Yeah,
with Angelina's skill up, and
and yeah,
especially since they have
yeah,
initial SP for Feeder, they don't have to actually have Feeder tank Frostnova's attacks. They can just put her down and push.
yeah. They also have excavate, right? So there's no way. Feeder has a shift force of 3. Angelina gives -2, so that's 5, and excavate gives +2, so that's 7 total.
And
And
no, Excavate gives +1, so it's 0. So
all
it's
right, so
0
6.
force.
All right, yeah, and I believe that shifts 2.2 tiles. So
Frostnova is 6 weight. Net neutral
yeah,
shift is 2.2 tiles.
yeah. Difference of 0 should be 2.2 tiles, which is
Right, and
That,
then
that
also
checks
you
out,
should.
and it does allow them to get the achievement for pushing a Dreadful Foe with Angelina's skill, right? But there is also an achievement with Mizuki that involves shifting the Dreadful Foe and then pushing them. So they might want to use Mizuki as well.
Oh, with Angelina, you have to shift the Dreadful Foe at least 4 tiles, so you can't do that here, but you can do it with Teresa's.
All right, that makes sense. But the
Okay.
achievement for Mizuki actually only involves him shifting within 4 seconds. So he doesn't have to be the one that actually shifts the balls into the hole.
He's doing a lot of planning right now. I wonder what he's thinking about. All right, never mind. He's starting Frost Nova, the Winter Scar. Chords? Yeah, so fun fact about Feeder, right? So I mentioned earlier that she shifts 2.2 tiles, but apparently if you feed her doesn't actually shift slightly less than you would expect her to do normally, because she also applies a movement speed down effect, which apparently makes her shift less. Not yeah, I mean, fun factoid, I guess.
All right, we're going to see the Mizuki deployment
Yeah.
and Fita. Oh,
Oh,
all
feeder
right,
there.
Angelina
Interesting.
scale.
Okay. Let's go
Oh,
into the
very
hole.
nice.
Good shift, good shift. So yeah, that's 2 missions done. Good job. That's so many, because
Yeah,
Mizuki gives $777. That's a lot of money.
yeah, he's been crossing off achievements left and right. Hmm. This line of spiders is just moderately funny. Like, like the stage designers really went, you know, so this is the boss stage, right? We have to make it really hard. Unleash the ice spiders.
Ice spiders might actually be the hardest threat in stage, honestly.
Honest, I feel like that like what do you call it? Like that flag bearer who's like constantly releasing his aura and has a Dreadcast mark. I feel like that's actually the most annoying threat on this map.
It's the aura, bro.
Yeah, he's aura farming me, but like
Oh yeah,
that guy.
if you shift Frost Nova into the hole, then she doesn't spawn the ice altars, so that frees up like a lot of high tile placements.
Yeah, yeah, that guy. You see that guy right that just spawned? He's such a troll because like
No. You
normally
just use puzzle to execute him. Just use puzzle.
just use puzzle. Yeah, number one puzzle fan over here.
Oh yeah, you could also. I think they're trying to do the quartz mission, which is to have quartz block and kill 4 Dreadcast marked enemies and their Dreadcast spawns, so they can
Are
do
there
that
four
here.
of them in here?
Yeah, but like Aya might die. Uh,
Mm,
it doesn't have to be within 1 deployment, so you can redeploy. Oh, she didn't
does
kill
that
the
count?
Dreadcast, and Nymph's gonna die. It's fine. I'm sure they can do the mission later.
Yeah. I mean, does it have to be in one map or is it just?
Are they trying to push with Feeder behind them? Feeder can't push behind herself, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think it quite works. But let's
Yeah,
see.
the course achievement doesn't specify that it has to be within a map, but I'm not too sure about that.
All right. I wonder what the Relicus record for this stage is. Do you think there is one?
It's probably like 3-4 ops, because you can just shift Frost Nova into the hole.
You know, I bet there's a deranged setup that you can get like 3 or 2.
Yeah,
Straight
I
up.
think there was a Reckless clear back in the day with Phantom, so it's probably like either a 2 op or 3 op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tragodia plus Phantom, that sounds viable. That's a lot of
Wow.
control.
Yeah, look at all this puzzle usage. Broken.
Well, he helped open the stage, and like you would be in so much DP debt if without him. The puzzle. Puzzle is so good.
Oh, and we have received confirmation that for the Quartz mission, it doesn't have to be within the same stage.
Okay, so how many has it been? I think he's done 3.
Yeah, I think so. So you can always just get it from from another stage.
Yeah. Pretty nice. You know, something moderately weird is that these maze returners, these guys that just spawned, they're not elites, they're regular enemies. Oh, but he wants the course mission now.
Now.
Now. He's tired
Oh,
of
it
all.
can be on different stages, so it does accumulate. It's
Yeah.
cumulative. So he'll do 2 right now, and then 2 later, I guess.
Well, he's already done 2, right? So if he does
Has
these
he?
2, yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
think so as
Didn't
well.
Aya
So
die?
if he kills the 2 here, that means he will have gotten the achievement already.
Yeah.
No, but did he kill both, like the Dreadcast as well?
That's a good question.
You need to kill
I
the
think
Dreadcast as well.
I do think that he's definitely done for, but I mean, we'll see. Man, this free Aya is putting in work. I wonder what his plan was if he didn't get the free Aya.
Probably just Silence draft. Silence actually doesn't cost any money to draft.
Hmm. Do temporary recruitments cost any hope money to draft?
No, they do not.
Oh, that's broken. Oh,
Yeah.
a Vanguard guard voucher. Come on.
Ooh, Opian's draft,
Up,
Opian's draft.
up, 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 up.
I don't think he needs to draft Opian's right now, though.
I don't think so
But
either.
Opian's,
But have you considered that? I kind of want to see it happen.
Opian's
Maybe
costs
he'll
money.
maybe we'll see the Milanta draft. There is a very hard achievement involving Milanta.
I mean, but the thing is, he's the only one who can do it, right? Because the other guy is probably going to do endings 2, 1, and 4 or something like that.
But no, you don't have to do the Melantha. Each tier only applies once per team. So he's already done the Mizuki one, so he doesn't need to do the Melantha
Okay,
one.
good to know. All right, so he's thinking about Vina Victoria. Does Vina Victoria have any achievements?
Yes, she does.
No. Yeah, it's
While her
get
skill is
like
active, have
all.
7 allies take damage at the same time.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that feel like an ending 5 thing. One they might work, but it also works on other stages like ending 2.
All right, good to know.
So when Vina pops her skill 3, she summons 8 lions around her, and those lions are allies, and they can take damage. So the one Vina technology they could do on ending 5 is that when Armia phases, she does a screen explosion, but the screen explosion is actually not screen wide. She only sends 7 projectiles. So Vina's 8 lions can actually draw the attention of those 7 projectiles, and so she can tank for the team.
Yeah, who
So
would
Vina's
win
actually a
one
defender.
one World Destroyer Amiya or 7 billion lions, right? Now we know the answer.
7 billion lions. And then Armia would need to eat 7 billion orbs to kill all those lions.
Oh, Yana, I do not approve of this agenda. I think we should be in us. Actually, I'm gonna cheat a little. I think it's very rude of you to spoil future CN operators, Oyana. It's very unkind. What happens if we have people who are innocent and don't know anything about the future?
Bae, you were dunking on Saki like 10 minutes ago.
No. You have to understand. I'm thinking for the people right now.
Sure you were.
I am thinking for the people, for the innocent, unspoiled people who are watching the stream. If they see that, they will be spoiled on future operators. Do you want that to happen? Of course not. As a good man yourself, you would never want to do that, Oyana. So, for the sake of the future viewers, you should delete every single Sakiko engine poster, please.
Right.
Wow.
I think if I go into IS Central, which everyone should join, by the way, it's a it's a server where we discuss a lot of things related to IS. If I go to IS Central right now and type from bait Sakiko, I think I can find quite a few results.
No. You would find nothing because I would never spoil future operators to innocent viewers.
I think you do. I think you do.
You see, you guys, you guys are so crazed with your agenda that you'll even lie to the viewers.
You were glazing Monster before she released. You were glazing Exu before she was released. You were glazing Tragudia before he was released.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh hey, you should look at this. I think Alyssa kind of likes Saki.
All right, let's take a look. Alysso is another commentator who will be showing up in the future. We'll see what happens. Yeah, sometimes that just happens. Sometimes.
So Alyssa posted his team sign up, a screenshot of his team sign up, and for the description of Alyssa, we have
Oh no, that's the worst part, right? So me and Alyssa originally were going to sign up for this, and what happened was that I was just like, okay, just fill it in with whatever, and fill my details in with whatever, right? Like he knows me, yeah, I trust them. And then this guy, so for one of the teammates, he goes, yeah, that's cool. He just puts in like, that's cool, I guess. For him, he's like, oh yeah, I'm Alyssa. I'm a cool, normal person. For me, he goes, I love Saki-chan. Oh!
Sakiko is my favorite operator. She's awesome. I bait.
Well, honestly, babe, I think Alyssa might know you better than you know yourself. So
No. That's
thankful.
insane to say. I think that's the most offensive thing you've ever said to me. All right.
I think I can find more offensive things by Polly, like wasn't Polly glazing Calcis? In
Glazing
Celeste?
No.
Glazing counts as like normal behavior, right? Counts is awesome.
Cal is bad. Cal is like the worst good operator. She's so bad. Her healing is so bad, even with like
all right,
full
but you know that
life
Jack Sparrow quote, right? But you have heard of me.
All right, is he gonna be on a second? Nope, Vina.
No, Vina still. And this is a 7-plan screen. Oh,
So is he gonna skip it?
Oh,
Looks like he
Yeah.
will for the
Let's
seven
$200.
plans, mate.
what does it refresh into?
Ooh, safe house. He could take plans from the safe house, but preferably it would be squad size. Well, plans it is.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna take the plans. All right, what is he gonna refresh into? Safe house
Safe
again.
house.
To equal,
Got
that's
scout. Yeah,
I don't think
normally
they have many operators to scout because they have so many witchcrafts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say this Talons of Hatred is working exactly like expected, but it's not actually Talons. It's just Fateless.
Yeah,
So
it's fatalist.
it's working. It is actually working exactly like expected.
Ooh, what's the Roberta tech?
Catastrophes
Another
again.
catastrophes.
Please.
Another catastrophe.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop this guy! How does he do
I
it?
think Bait is just jealous. Bait is just
I'm
jealous.
jealous. I don't know. These guys in the
Yes,
chat
you
are
are.
also awfully jealous. I think, as a viewer, oh, that top half is so funny. That top half is ridiculous.
I think he has to go for the top half because he needs to take the encounters for ending 5.
Yeah, let's see. First one. All
That was
right.
the
Just
ending
get it.
5.
Very nice.
All right, let's go. Another one. Let's go.
Watch this encounter be like the king's encounter, and then the next encounter is going to be like the Valakovin emergency encounter, and then so they're going to take the they're going to kill the cadence there.
I think he'll settle for the duck encounter. He's not. Ooh.
Ooh.
Come on, do it.
Oh, rolling ancestors.
Rolling
Yeah.
ancestors
gonna take
makes
it?
all the ending stages much harder, and it also wastes 2 plans,
No.
but
Oh,
no,
he
Yeah,
isn't
it
taking
doesn't
it.
just make any
and
stages
it
much
also gives
harder.
extra points. But it seems like they're not going to take it because
Yeah,
it
it
is
doesn't
really
just
hard.
make ending stages harder. It changes the ending stage from the ending 1s and 2 stages from their normal variants into these horrible diabolical variants that had all the contempt that the developers that ever had for their player base built in. All right,
This part thing is a bit weird, but we'll see.
I
Yeah,
think
he
it looks
did. He
okay.
did end up
They
taking
might-
a lot of encounters even after getting the N5 encounter, which is
I
interesting.
think what they would do is they refresh the downtime into a shop, and then they take the 2 emergencies, pop up to the second emergency, take the encounter to trade in final cadence, and then go up
Yeah.
to the rogue trader.
I
I
think
think
that makes a
that
lot of
allows
sense.
you to make double shop, and then allows you to develop from double emergency, and it allows you to kill the cadence, and then potentially get the second ending 5 encounter.
Yeah.
They have a lot of money to spend right now. But they out of the rare collectibles pool, they've kind of gotten a lot of the good stuff ready. So
All right, they're
I'm not sure
refreshing
if they can.
anyways. Let's take a look.
King's Legacy.
Oh, medicine
Medicine
sticks, very
sticks.
strong, right?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
But he
I
is
think their
running a
draft's
lot,
mostly
right?
complete now. I'm not sure what they're gonna actually do from now on.
he's running up into the limit of relics, right? He needs the limit is 40 before he loses money.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they have 36 relics, so they can probably buy a few more.
Oh, virtuals.
Virtuosa. Virtuosa is to proc the necrosis for the nymph mission. Nymph mission requires you to, while having a supporter trigger necrosis, i.e. Virtuosa, use the skill Crumbling Heart, skill 3, to deal damage to a dreadful foe on floor 5 or higher. So you need Virtuosa to burst in the necrosis, and then for nymph to damage them. What?
Archcliff.
You know, I think this guy just knows to just get technology. He's
Just get
just been demonstrating
technology.
it over and over.
Just get.
So one thing about Archcliff here, which is a bit inconvenient, is that when you enter the boss key, you get a boss key relic, right? And that counts towards your collectible limit as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So he might not choose to buy the Archcliff here, since it does seem he's quite strong already.
Yeah, but what is he going? What
Yeah,
is
but I
he
mean,
take with
they've
the
kind of
relics?
just won already at this point, so I think they might try to like optimize their relic counts. And yeah, it's like you can do any 2, 3, 5 with this comp already, so
Yeah,
you don't really need that many relics. Like
Oh, do we know
I
if they're
I would
going for
consider
ending
just
one or ending
saving
two
right
in
here.
this run?
I would consider saving like your money right here because you have Chalice.
I do think that he should pick up the vouchers though, since there's nothing else he can really take with him.
Yeah, true.
Like he can do some point bonus stuff, and then he has antique casting there. So I think what he's thinking about is that maybe there's another supporter or caster that have a cash bonus, and then he takes antique casting to promote them.
But the team has mostly like the bias bonuses are mostly complete already.
Wow.
So yeah. Uh Easy
Oh,
isn't done yet.
Scott.
Medium is done. Hard is done. Ultra hard is done. Insane is done. So they're just missing easy, which is Vina.
All right, that's good to know. Also,
Oh,
that Scotty draft.
okay.
The
Actually, you
runs
can get more than one bonus from the same category.
you can get more than one bonus.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense then.
Oh, each bonus
Oh,
can only be claimed once per team. I read it as each category can only be claimed once
yeah,
per
that makes a
team.
lot
Right.
more sense then. Yeah, okay. And also, he just picked Scotty, right? And that just that brought back some memories. So, fun fact in Kazdel Casino 1, right? What happened was that there were bias bonuses, and one of them was to take Scotty, and I think it was just to take Scotty Alter, right? And what happened was that some people and different squads also have different amounts you have to pay to purchase to play them, right? So some people were sweating their brains out. They were just like, they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna play Sniper Medic, draft every good operator, and do every challenge, and do 2 free 5. I mean 2 and 3. It'll be fun, and they'll be fractured." And some people decide to go the opposite way. They were just like, "I'm gonna pick defender supporter squad, start with Scotty, and then immediately exit on 4-1." And then they had similar amounts of money at the end.
John Explosion.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
definitely
it
funny. Like some people who just exited the game immediately had the same scores as people who like exploded on floor 4 or floor 5.
Yeah, there were an awful lot of people who did it just immediately leave on 4-1, and it was truly a Giga Brain play.
you gotta spend money to make money.
All right. But anyways, what is he thinking about? I feel like you just have to go up, right?
Yep. You kill the cadence here, and then you go up. You take the encounter.
Yeah, makes
The
sense to me.
encounter is also a relic.
Oh,
No,
so he
like
does
ending
go
5 is
over.
also.
Oh
He will go
yeah,
over the 40 collectible limit here
yeah,
because
he's
the
over
ending
the
5
relic.
encounter gives you a force relic.
Yeah, it doesn't give you 2 force
Then you might
relics.
as well just path up into the boss into the shop and then just go for
Yeah,
the high rolls.
yeah. I mean, at this point, he has 10 more relics to. Well, after the ending 5 relics, he'll have like 9 more to work with. That's pretty good.
So they probably should have bought Archglyph. Because Archglyph gives you the potential to roll for more emergencies for more points.
Yeah, he did buy
So it
Archcliff.
kind of cancels out the score loss from having too many relics.
Yeah, because we do have to keep in mind that the score loss is only $100, but you might be able to get a lot more than $100 by getting certain emergencies in the Archglyph, for example.
Yeah. So miscounting
Well, you can only
relics.
get one per category, so
Also
it's
a
not
Kazdel,
that much, but yeah.
also a Kazdel Casino classic to miscount your relics, or for a certain relic to not show up because you didn't escort it properly to floor 4.
Soul Escort.
Oh yeah, fun fact about this one. So Logos has the property that he can slow down projectiles, right? And these Seeds of Withers have a. I think it's a bug, right? It has to be a bug. What
Yeah,
happens
it
is
is
that
about.
yeah, what happens with them is that they're not statted correctly. So as everyone knows, from D0 stats versus D15 stats there's a huge difference, right? But these Seeds of Withers are accidentally just set to their D0 stats. But for some reason, if you activate Logo's skill, what happens is that he will slow the seeds, and then the seeds will remember that they're in D15, and then they'll goob Logos immediately. It's really funny. I highly recommend you try it at least once.
I think that's definitely one of the most spaghetti code moments in the game. I really
Yeah, like
wonder what the underlying code was that caused
you
that
do.
interaction.
Yeah, Arknights always has like these fun spaghetti moments when you get in deep enough, but that is truly one of the more baffling interactions, right? Like, how does that even happen? Like, just remember. It's like, oh, I remembered I'm supposed to do damage now. Hmm. Aerial assault. This stage, despite like being a jobber stage, right? I feel like it's unexpectedly scary sometimes. Mainly because if your anti-air is not actually good, it's actually really troll.
Yeah, it is basically, I think, the only stage in the game where almost all of the enemies are air, right? That
Yeah,
I don't think there's any other game that really tests there's any other stage which really tests your anti-air as much as this.
yeah. If anything,
Back in
most
the
stages
days in like
practically.
IS2, you would have like an anti-air stage on every floor. Like every stage was like a locking key stage. There's like this one specific solution that you're supposed to have, and if you don't have it, then well, tough luck.
Mm, yes, IS2, excellent. Let's see. But yeah, he's doing it pretty well. He has a lot of ranged operators, so there's no problem. Oh,
Oh,
and
there's
an
an animal.
animal.
They're gonna get a collectible from this.
I mean,
Is
I
this the
think it's
first
a really
animal we've seen this run? I feel like it is.
I believe so,
yeah. I
and
don't
animals don't give extra points, I think.
yeah. Oh yeah, the tremble. That's a fun little thing that can happen. That Siege does. All right, he's hit level 10
Oh,
command.
they have 31 shields. They can do the like points where you leak 5 bosses on ending 5.
Oh, you know what?
I
What
love
I
that.
want
I
to
love that.
see on a run that Opianus,
OPNS.
Opianus, come on, come on, come on, come on,
No, 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 no,
please.
no, no, no. Draft Malava, Malava.
Oh,
No.
they're gonna pick it.
Let's go. Oh,
Are they restarting the emulator? They might be.
Opianus was too good. Immediately crashed the game.
Yep, so they're just restarting their emulator
Yeah.
again, so it doesn't crash.
Actually, so I've been glazing Opianus quite a bit, and May has been slandering him nonstop despite playing the comp. So let's talk about a bit about how Opianus works, right? What makes Opianus good or bad? Do you want to start, May?
So, in actually, I'll let Polly go in a second. Oh, your bait, you can go. Oh,
Okay,
No,
sure.
I think we should hear from you, May, since you are the best VGG
Yeah, you
player.
are the expert. You're the guard vanguard, the best EN player.
well, my
of
teammate is
guard
playing
vanguard.
right now, so give me a moment.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll do the glazing for Opianus as the guy who knocked out May in a guard vanguard competition.
What the fuck?
Uh,
That's true.
yeah. So Opianus is an interesting operator, right? So what he does is that with his skill free, he gets deployed. He will move, and how moving works is that it basically redeploys the operator, right? And what this means is that any on deploy effect will get instantly refreshed whenever he clicks S free, right? And this includes initial SP relics. So what happens is that since he has the second active form, when he clicks S free and then goes back, he gets 18 SP back immediately, right? And Opianus' skill is only 25 SP. So in 7 seconds, assuming nothing else, Opianus will immediately get his skill back, and he'll be up again, and that's pretty broken, right? Aside from that, is he also just hits really hard compared to a lot of other operators. I think his anchor is the highest DPH in the game.
Yep,
Maybe
No,
that's true.
actually, I think Dorothy S1 crit is higher DPH.
the
Who? Who?
what crit?
Dorothy S1.
Dorothy S1, really?
It
Really?
might be.
I
I
thought.
feel like I've seen that mentioned before, but
I
I'm
would
not
have
sure.
expected
I
like
think it might be
conviction
scale
has.
with better with defense, but in terms of pure DPH, Ulpianus is higher. Ulpianus is like 14k.
Yeah, I would expect like
I don't think
conviction
Dorothy is that high.
maybe, but like yeah, like either way, Opianus's DPH is very high. So and he scales very well with a lot of relics, right? Because his skill free also stuns for 6 seconds when he activates it. And this means that on top of scaling well with initial SP and SP generation relics, he also scales well with stun extension relics. And in theory, he can keep enemies stun locked with a combination of all those relics.
No, you just need a few to like stun block. You just need like a bit of initial SP or cycling and then extra
Yeah,
stun. It's just really broken in general.
yeah, it's
And
really
on top of that, he also has a massive HP pool as so that's what makes crushes good in IS5 in general. Because your typically crushes are limited by your healing, but in IS5, since you can high roll or you can get a lot of strong relics from Lamp, then your healing is no longer the limiting factor, and your max HP becomes the limiting factor.
yeah.
And so Opianus,
Usually,
with his massive max HP, can tank a lot of ridiculous stuff. Notably, Chaos, and that as well, and Chaos also plays into his regen talent because each of the poison ticks triggers his HP, so he actually heals on Chaos, and especially with skill 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, OPNS also has a really high ceiling because if you can get multiple initial SP relics, he is able to use his skill immediately upon canceling it. And when he does this, if any enemies had targeted him prior to him canceling the skill, their attacks will be effectively lost, which means
yeah,
OPNS is able to effectively just tank any enemy in the game that
yeah.
he's blocking.
Overall, very good operator, but May thinks guard Vanguard only. Grr.
Well, if you high roll the correct relics on like any other skill, then you can also take him. But usually for Lamp, you would rather take Hodoro.
Mm. Yeah, so that's a good operator to bring up. So now that we've talked about one of the crushers, let's talk about the other 6-star crusher. Why Hoderer? Like, why do you think Hoderer is so good? All right, Palmer.
All right, so Holder, as an operator, he has two skills. I mean, he actually has three skills, but one of the most, but he has one of his both all of his skills, or at least two. So he has one skill that both all of his skills scale quite well with attack speed. So notably, his first skill deals some damage and also heals him. So with high attack speed, he's constantly healing for a high percentage of his max HP, which almost allows him to tank a lot of enemies. And his second skill allows him to inflict stun with every attack. And that means with high amounts of attack speed, he can perma stun any enemy that's vulnerable to stun. However, this does require you to have enough attack speed, which is why we usually see Holdera drafted in Lamp comps, because with Lamp, you're guaranteed attack speed from Chalice and Toy.
Yeah, so would you say then that the reason why we like to take Hoderer and Lamp comps is because attack speed is guaranteed when initial SP is not?
I think that'll be like a good description.
Hmm.
And although May does say that with OPNS you need to have initial SP, I do think OPNS is a valid draft in lab, depending on the situation.
Yeah, I do think Opianus is pretty good. It's just that Hodor tends to be better. Although I really do like how Opianus redeploys himself, right? Because this lets you manipulate the aggro of enemies a lot. Also, what is his devious plan? Is there a Hodor?
What's that technology?
Yeah, is there a Hodor? What is going on? There doesn't seem to be.
This is some weird technology. Feet are killing the Chimera.
Okay. Is that
Wow, you
like,
see, Feet is actually a crusher.
oh, he's going Arcliff.
Yep, Archcliff.
I wonder why he did that though. Okay, let's see. Safe house.
Well, probably because it doesn't give points, that's why.
Oh yeah, fun fact about the Arcliff Bosky, right? So most Boskies, when you enter them, have a chance of will give you either combats that are on the same floor as you entered it on, and the combat on end floor above you, right? So say you enter a floor 5 Bosky, you'll be able to get floor 5 and floor 6 combats. That is not the case with Arcliff. Arcliff can only give you the same floor combats. However, on floor 6, if you enter the Arcliff, it'll only give you floor 5 combats. So that's a fun little thing to know.
Yeah, there's also a fun interaction with Archcliff and the upgraded version of the Ending 5 relic. So in this case, NightEdge doesn't have the Ending 5 relic, but with the Ending 5 relic, you can upgrade it up to 2 times. And if you upgrade it twice, it becomes a relic which sends you to a special boss key after you die. And it turns out that this effect actually competes with Archcliff. So whichever relic you get first, it will activate first. Which means that if you get the upgraded Ending 5 relic before you get Archcliff, you can't actually activate Archcliff without being sent to the special boss key and dying.
Yeah, I remember, like, in general, like the relics going in order of acquisition is one of those funny interactions that sometimes results in unintuitive results. Like, I remember, I think it's patched in IS5, but in IS3, if you got Briogan first, right, you'd be set. Briogan, Statue of Briogan gives you minus 15 SP. So suppose you're set to 0 from that, right? Then you get another initial SP relic, maybe a silver coin, that's plus 6. You would be like, you would think that the difference would be just like it just subtract 9, right? But that's not what happens. It's just first sets you to 0 and then it gives you plus 6. Or first it minus 15s, which if your skill has less than 15, it will do nothing. Or set it to 0 and then the plus 6 happens. And so kind of interesting.
That is quite interesting. That it works. So in that case, it does work in the player's favor sometimes in IS3, but in IS5 it was actually changed so that all changes to initial SP are added together and then applied. So so there's no more. So this interaction no longer applies.
Yeah, no more
This
shenanigans.
like weird hyperglyph addition subtraction also applies to like CC block changes. So if you lose block count but then gain block count, you still have the block count. For example, in like CC11 and then CC1, the new one, Pyro thing.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we can see that there's an encounter at the end of this boss key, right? And this encounter is rigged to always be a restore life point encounter. So basically, no one ever wants to take it. It's yeah, encounters. I think encounters normally cannot spawn inside boss keys, and in general, yeah, encounters cannot normally spawn inside boss keys, even if you try to refresh for them. Actually, that's a question. Can Doodle of Hope spawn an encounter inside a boss key?
Not
That is an interesting
sure.
question. I'm not sure about that.
All right. Yeah. Either way, encounters cannot normally spawn inside a boss key, and so what happens is that you can't normally get any 5 from a boss key. But even if you did somehow get an encounter inside a boss key, it cannot be any 5. All right. Danger Agent saying no, it can't. Then what the heck is Doodle of Hope spawning inside a boss key? Just scouts? Doodle of Scouts?
Safe houses, and then Lost and
I've heard of
Founds.
Safe House and
Oh
normal
yeah, safe
combats.
houses. I don't think Lost and Found can spawn either.
Uh,
I think they can spawn velocities.
actually, I don't think I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Lost and Founds can work. I think it's only safe houses and scouts, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, otherwise you want like 100% there would be some degenerate strategy where we go inside the Bosky and start refreshing the Wishful Field for more Lost and Found chances. Some defender supporter player would do that.
Mm.
I have to get my free
I
shot in
think Bait's
defender supporter
just an Angelina hater.
No, I love
Bait
Angelina.
is a tech fort hater.
No. I am a Tac Fort supporter. I just support them taking the Lost and
He's
Found
a
approach.
defender supporter.
Yeah, I love defender supporters in any IS that is numbered free.
Right. Okay. I see.
Like it peaked there, okay? Defender supporter peaked in IS free. I swear.
Right, Bait
I
says that,
think
but
this guy might be lying.
but I don't think he's drafted a defender in IS3 since forever.
I'll have you know, I just drafted defender yesterday. I drafted Heavy Rain and Friston and reserve defender.
And exactly.
Norcorn.
I mean, every squad has this syndrome except like Sniper Medic, I guess. Every class squad has like this one preferred class. VGG prefers guard. Tac Fort in IS5, not really, but in other ISs it prefers specialist. No, it prefers supporter. And then Spec Cast prefers specialist because casters suck, unfortunately.
Hey,
Yeah.
our player just drafted 2 casters. You can't say that about casters.
Yeah. I feel
Well,
like
I
you
can say
have to
that.
fill out another apology form after this. It'll be
What?
for
No.
Kazdel Kasino.
You're
Yeah,
mean.
I would say, like in Eyes Free, I'll just I'll glaze Eyes Free a little for a moment. Yeah, defenders and supporters are pretty evenly important, right? Because you really want cement, you really want fire whistle, and I think you also usually take heavy rain, so it ends up being pretty cool. Of course, supporters are still really strong, but you need both to work together.
No way, the fire whistle technology.
Fire whistle's good. It's kind of crazy.
What does Fire Whistle do?
Yeah,
Just do
so
damage.
so how it goes is that intact defender supporter and IS free is based around a strategy called the stainless comp. Okay, stainless is a really weird operator, but he has a lot of interesting traits. So his skill free, what it does, and this is the main thing that Fire Whistle fuels, is that he creates an enemy turret, right? But this enemy turret, any operator can hit it, and it's based on hit count. Once it fills up its hit count, it will fire one projectile that does AOE damage, and it's a decent amount of damage. Well, by 2025 standards, it might not be a decent amount of damage, but by 2023 standards, it was a decent amount of damage, I promise. So what happens is that because of that, the entire comp basically, because what other DPS are you going to use, right? Like you don't really want to use arts to do a lot of damage, but physical does great, and stainless turrets actually do pretty good damage if you fuel them. And so what tac fort players, defender support players would do is that they would just take a bunch of hit count operators. They would take cruise altar, they would take fire whistle, because fire whistle has a damage over time field that she spawns, right? And this damage over time field means that when it spawns, it just fuels that. It just makes
Wow,
that
Dawn
turret
of
go
Literature.
boom. Okay.
Not that they need it, but it's great
Yeah,
damage amp.
I think they've won. They've
They
won a while
won,
ago.
yeah.
And there's
But
a never been banner that they passed up in the first shop. It returns.
Yeah.
Are they going to take it? I don't think it. Oh, are they going to invest some money for their teammates? No? How selfish.
In conclusion, stainless is cool.
Oh! They're investing. They're investing.
He's a team player. He's so cool.
They're feeling bad. Well, that's a lot of investment. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's
Apparently,
still going.
yeah, I've heard of a lot of conflicting myths about the shop investment system. Some people will say that investing later on later floors does not actually impact how much you can invest, and other people say it absolutely does, right? And where do you lie on that, right? Like Polymer, do you know?
I'm inclined to believe that it does. I think
Yeah, I feel like
specifically in IS4, I think like I noticed that the average amount of ingots you are able to deposit in the floor six shop tends to be a lot higher than in floor one. Of
yeah,
course, I
you
don't
know,
have any statistical evidence for this, but I am in the camp of like believing that later floors have a higher chance.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I have been
I don't
called
know
a
about that.
madman before
Sometimes with
for
high
saying
falls, I just invest one and it dies.
that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I have been called a madman before for saying that, so I'm glad to be validated here. On the other hand, they are once again overweight, so let's see what they do.
They might
They
have to toss a plat here. Because you
no,
don't need that many.
not the plans.
I mean, you don't need a plan. Like, what do you need the plan for? You have, like, basically a straight path left.
Oh, ending five
Oh,
Oh,
immediately.
nice.
That was
They
do we
didn't
get
easy.
it
miss it.
in the first encounter?
First try, absolutely
Try.
unrelatable. All right, do they
They
go to the
might go
rotator?
up to the shop. Oh,
Guiltless
no. Reflection
Paradise.
into an emergency. Unfortunately, an emergency that doesn't give extra points, extra money.
Hmm. All right, but it might be a good opportunity to witchcraft out their Opianus, right?
Yep. True.
Hmm. All right. Unfortunately, last time he had to flee in terror of the dangerous guiltless paradise. He had to use his arc glyph. He was forced to. Let's see if he's able to redeem himself this time. Yeah, I think he will. I
You
think a
should put
puzzle
puzzle on the right
is
side
solo
because
DPS
there's
for the
more hatred
Chimera.
there. I guess he's just going to brute force right side.
Is there an intelligent
It's
way to
good to
do it?
use your agents there because the enemies have a lot of HP.
Yeah. Oh, Mizuki is here.
I'm not going to retreat logos. Oh, he is.
I think so far we haven't really been commenting on the stages too much because they've been pretty easy with the very strong relics he's had.
Yeah. I would be very excitedly commentating when a hard stage came out, but unfortunately, not much yet. I'm sure
Like
once
ending
ending
two is not even going to be that hard, so it's kind of just ending 5 that's left. That's hard.
yeah. Hey, you never know.
So
Ending
we'll be
three might
looking
have
forward
him
to
on the
that.
ropes.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to get super large egg for ending 5, so
Yeah.
it's going to be relatively easy still.
And you never know. We might have some fun drama. And plus, they could
Ooh,
use Malenfa to solo DPS Amiya, and that would be super fun.
that would. I'll be looking forward to that.
This Virtuosa is. Yeah, so this Virtuosa reminds me of how so at the start of IS5, right, release, before DLC, Virtuosa was a pretty popular starter for Defender Supporter Squad. And she's completely fallen off the map now. And one of the main reasons is Necrosis is set damage, right? So no matter what you do, Virtuosa will proc Necrosis and do like 0 damage. The HP
Oh, she
roll.
does 1200. She does 12,000 damage.
Yeah, my bad, my bad.
That's true.
So remind me how much.
And it is kind of funny that we have Angelina and Virtuosa in the same squad, right? Because like what Bate was saying, I think one of the biggest reasons why Virtuosa has fallen off as a starter is because of Angelina.
I think before Angelina became a thing, right? Then people start Horn instead.
Yeah, there was Horn, and then there was Civilite Eterna, and then there was Cruister Armia start, I think.
Yeah, really anything except Virtuosa is what I'm getting out of this. Oh, she does 13,500 damage. My apologies. Like, please forgive me.
Does
That's
she?
true.
Isn't
We didn't
Apparently,
account for her module.
Oh, right. My bad, misinformation.
You know, like
It seems like they're gonna play ending 2 with on Yellow Toil
hmm, I
and
mean
with
that makes sense.
oddities, but they have a lot of solutions, so it's fine.
Yeah. You know, like the standard. So one of the primary advantages of being a caster is that the standard for truth is actually really low here, right? I could just be saying absolute nonsense. I have lied several times on stream already, and
It's okay, they're all
you can't
minor
catch
lies.
me.
We forgive you,
You
mate.
can't stop me. Oh, but my slander about Sakako and May is absolutely true, though. That part's all a lie.
Potentially.
I think Bay is just being tsundere. I think he
No, no,
secretly
no,
likes Sakiko.
no, 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 no. I think that if you want to like one of the band operators that came out of there, I think Eureka has a way cooler pose. All right, that is her name, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Is it?
way cooler pose. If only
No,
she,
Saki has the cooler pose. What are you talking about?
huh? Uh,
Huh?
Saki is just like every time I look at Saki, right? Like the way she holds her hand in her E2 art makes me feel like she has a fedora on it, and she's doing like the "my lady," and she's turning around with the fedora. That's how I see Sakiko's E2 art, right? Yumika's like she's holding her hand up high, and she's like the director, right? Like, have you? Yeah, she's like a director, and she's just like raising her hand higher to make the opera singer like sing louder. It's like higher, higher.
Oh, all right, mate. All right, all right.
Yeah, all I'm saying is,
It's interesting that they've chosen to use Logo Skill 3 and not Skill 1 on this stage. Logo Skill 1, it basically just kills all the slugs, and it kills the slugs with the Dreadcast marks out of his range. And so that makes it really good for phase 1 lane holding. But they've seems chosen to use Skill 3. It seems like they think they can hold without Logo Skill 1. Not sure what they're going to hold with, though. What are they
I'm
going to
sure
hold
they
the
can
slug
cycle the
with?
skills, and especially since they have Aya. But the main thing is
Yep,
just yeah, like people tend to like skill one a lot on this stage, but I think skill three has some distinct advantages, right? Like
absolutely.
in for example phase two, if he wasn't about to just blast Phoresis to smithereens in phase two immediately, like it can go on for a while. And when that happens, Devourers come out, and Logos does nothing to them on skill one, or very little, honestly. Whereas on skill three, he does that cycle pretty well, and then also killing boats. Although there's no boats on this one, so yeah.
Yeah, because this is
Yeah,
only
that's
ending
true.
3, and both come with ending 4.
The other thing with Logos S1 is you do need to hit a certain attack threshold for it to be able to insta kill the slugs, which is not usually a problem, especially for this run, but it can be a problem with maybe some lower runs.
Yeah, I think he's just planning out how he's gonna do a bunch of different achievements. I imagine.
Or they might be actually calculating the HP. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Logos are.
they might be calculating the HP for Logos skill 1 threshold. So that's why they didn't switch
I
immediately.
think he hit it a while ago, maybe two old fans ago.
Right.
So
Because,
Friston
yeah.
is also in the squad, and there is achievement for killing Teresis after blocking him with Friston. So they might be trying to go for that.
Yeah, something that was thinking about, but I didn't want to vocalize yet, was that earlier in the shop, right? He had like this. He had I think it's called Judgment Defender. It's the one that gives HP stacks per boss key relic, right? And if he picked it up, he would have a billion HP stacks on Friston.
Yeah, he should have taken that for Friston to, like, kill Teresa's.
But I'm not sure, right? Like, did what even with that, is it enough for Friston to tank? I'm not sure.
I calced it. It's, like, not unreasonable.
Mhm.
So it could have gotten it, but... And especially with Scar debuffing and with Necrosis debuffs, and with Aya's internal HP. I think
Yo,
it's definitely
Roberta.
possible, and especially if you kill, and especially if you just kill Teresa's quickly.
He does have the Skelter S1, which reduces the damage significantly. So it does look like he might be able to tank Teresis with Friston and Scully.
All right, we shall see.
Just remember to actually deploy Skadi and activate her skill, otherwise you won't get the mission done.
All right. Speaking of using Scotty for that, Scotty, is she a bias bonus?
Yes, she has a bias bonus.
Okay.
Hard, no, medium. Deploy a promoted Skadi or Skadi Altar on a dreadful foe stage and activate her skill. So it's fairly simple. The mission itself is simple, but you have to, E to a Skadi, which is pretty damaging to your hope curve. But it's fine.
Yeah, because what I was thinking was that maybe you could use Shamari instead. But if Scotty has a bias bonus, then that makes a lot of sense. On the other hand, he is just letting Frieza eat a bunch of balls.
This isn't ending 5. Oh no, this isn't ending 4, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it's just moderately interesting. Let's
It
see.
doesn't spawn the boats when
My
Teresa
favorite.
explodes.
You know,
And he'll
I feel
definitely
like
be able to
Scotty's
take
skill
care of his
one.
powers.
I feel like Scotty's skill one's like consistently underrated, even though it's like everyone knows it's kind of good, but no one really uses it anyways.
They're going to tank Teresa's here, but Teresa's still has a bit of extra attack
I guess he's
because
figuring
he's
that
too
he can
close to
just.
Teresa.
I guess he's figuring he can just kill it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Then he has to make sure that Virtuoso procs the Necrosis, not Logos, for Nymph's mission.
I think he
That's
already
kinda-
got Nim's mission in the previous stage. Or he might have. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's not a dreadful full thing. Okay.
It has to be Dreadful Foe. I don't think they did that
Yeah,
on.
you're right.
2191. That's not quite what you want to see for tanking.
Oh, who's proccing it? Who's proccing it?
Virtual's getting distracted.
Can't do. Oh, yeah. Okay, Virtuoso didn't proc it. Yeah. They'll have to wait for the next cycle.
So he is using Robata's devices to give Friston shield, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's very clever.
Hopefully, it doesn't die here because Teresa's going to be slashing both Friston and Skadi. But since they have medicine sticks, it's probably fine. Hopefully, Virtuoso is able to proc another Necrosis in time. Will she? I mean, if not, you can just do it on phase 2. But no, don't accelerate with Siege.
Okay.
It's fine.
Right,
it seems like they'll be doing the Nymph mission either on ending 3 or on phase 2 here. It's fine. But they did do the Friston mission, so that's good.
Yeah, so fun fact about so ending 2 is an interesting stage in many ways. One of the more interesting things is that so the enemies take a long time to spawn, but there's actually two conditions for the enemies to spawn that are about to show up. We tend to call them slugs. I think they're touch of the Sanguinarch in reality.
Yep.
But
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so we call them slugs. Oh, let's see.
Yep, that's shifted 4 tiles.
Yeah.
Is it 4 tiles? Yeah, it's 4 tiles.
Yeah, that was 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we call these guys slugs, and essentially, these slugs have 2 different ways of showing up. The first is how you just saw him do it, right? If you kill Phoresis in P1, the slugs will be forcefully spawned. But you can also, if you stall Phoresis for long enough, if the fight goes on for long enough, and you haven't phased out Phoresis, these slugs will spawn by themselves after a while. You can just go. Oh, all right. Well, moving on. So the slugs will spawn by themselves, and then what happens is the Phoresis, and this is what we call, I guess, the standard strategy, stall strategy. Like what happens? We like to do that because dealing with the slugs and Phoresis in phase 2 at once is usually very troublesome, and so we like to separate the problems so that we don't have to deal with them all at once. On the other hand, how are they lane holding here? I'm actually curious.
Well, they do have Logos who's going to be back. Who's going to be back from?
Logos takes a lot of time to start up.
Logos is a skill one.
No, he does have.
So, I
his
think-
Logos on skill 1. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
So this is a bit concerning. But I
Remember
mean, they
when?
have 44 life points, so they can just do the technology.
The
Yeah.
resource technology. Life
All
points
I'm
are a
saying
resource,
is,
guys. Remember.
I mean, I
Ooh,
showed skill tree
that
before.
logo displacement is interesting.
All right, he's just giving up on one of the dread cats, I think. Oh, I guess not.
He could just line hold temporarily with Vino, but chooses not to. It's fine. Even if they leak a lot here, they'll. Oh, Logos got necrosis. But
That
even
is
if they leak
not
a lot here,
right.
then they'll probably still have enough HP to leak 5 bosses on ending 5.
Yeah.
So it's probably
Another
fine.
thing, an interesting thing about this map, right, is that in phase one, if you leak for resist, it leaks for 30. But if in phase two, he obviously isn't running towards the blue box, right? But he is really sneaky because he will have a timer that happens. I think it's how long is it? Do you know, Palmer? 500 seconds?
I think it's 600. No, yeah, it is 500 seconds. Yes.
Oh, okay, nice. I'm I'm just good at that good. Anyways, 500 seconds, and what happens is that after the 500-second mark is reached, right? Reese just goes bye and explodes and does minus 99. Very BM, right? You would think that he would just leak, he would just explode for 30, but he decides to explode for 99. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is pretty weird that if you want to leak him, you have to leak him in the first phase because then he only leaks for 30.
Yeah, and it's even easier to leak him in the first phase. So there's, I don't know why they decided on that, but it's moderately funny. Either way, I think if he retreats Virtuosa now, he probably has enough time, right?
I don't think they want to retreat Virtuosa. I don't think they want to do the Niv mission right now. They'll probably
Okay.
do it on ending 3. But it would be
Well,
convenient to get it out of the way right now.
yeah. Oh well.
Oh, they tried to have 7 allies take damage at once. You needed to have, but you needed Venus' skill to be active.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then why
Vina is
not?
not deployed.
Yeah, why not
So
just deploy
they do need to
Vina?
deploy Vina here.
Yeah. Why are they trying to shift Teresa's back up with a rope? What's this technology? What?
You know,
The
we have to
Saka is gonna
first we
sprint
bring
faster.
him down, then we bring him up. Normal stuff. All right, let's see it. Like I mentioned
Uh,
before, there is a timer on this stage, and we probably aren't anywhere close to it, right? There's at least like a solid 200 seconds left, but I'm feeling a little anxious.
like just
Oh, looks
don't
like they are
don't screw
deploying
around.
Vina. So
All
It's
right,
oh,
okay.
and they
Venus
create
made
the
it.
resets.
Yep. That's.
and everything
Oh,
explodes.
But they
does
did
does
but they did get an
shield
achievement
count?
though, which is nice.
No. Does the achievement count?
Oh,
If
there's
like
coins,
tech,
medicine sticks.
yeah.
Is that what they were waiting for this entire time? That's actually clever.
But how are they gonna line? Oh no, they have to. Yeah, they leak all the assassins. Right. Okay, I see.
Not trust. They'll use Puzzle, who is
Oh,
allegedly very good to 1v1 the assassins.
yeah, I'm sure that Roberta can low diff the assassins.
And,
Oh no, it looks like
oh,
they're just gonna leak all of the
oh,
assassins, which is fine.
no!
You get points if you leak the assassins.
You do? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's the ending 2 conditions.
Yay! All right, what's the collectible? And it's worthless.
Okay, memories for shot is pretty useful in the short route.
Useful for
No,
briefing
no,
you.
no, no. Memories of the Shard is a negative relic for standard shop rob, but for if you want to brute force the shop rob, it doesn't really matter either way.
Yeah, I would say in general it is a negative relic because suppose any stage of a world. Yeah,
There we go,
no,
infinite Ulpianus.
that Opianus is looking awfully juiced right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Okay, fine. Ulpianus is good.
Finally.
yeah, yeah. OPS genders win again. Oh, That's a
Oh
very
my
nice
gosh.
shot.
These
They
are
don't
some
have
really
true
strong
damage to take
relics.
advantage of Simulator Turner. They didn't draft Monster or Cow.
Yeah, but even without that, Amiya does very well with it.
True.
Vina also does very well with
Oh yeah, he has
Silverlight.
Vina too.
Oh yeah, right. Vina. I forgot about Vina.
This reminds me of so there was this I was playing in a different tournament, right? And I had Vina with Civilized Eterna, and like it was a pretty strong run. And I entered map free of Amiya. And the thing about map free is that you can end it immediately by just killing Amiya like quickly, right? But I decided to do it the nice and long, slow way around and like wait and stall out an entire thing and then kill it right at the end, right? And then someone in the chat was just like, fun fact, bro, you can kill it in the first 10 seconds. You don't have to do this to yourself.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there as well.
Nate
Yeah,
plays
that,
principally.
Does he get the first three chests with puzzle? The known good operator?
no, but logos will help a
No.
lot. Uh,
Oh, this is good. Clever usage of Angelina. Those dogs normally will drop fire area AoE effects, right? Which are really annoying because it forces you to put a decently strong medic to out heal it. But he used Angelina to levitate them, and by levitating, they can't drop it.
You have to remember to not levitate cannot because he won't be able to spawn his ingots, his chests if he's levitated.
All right.
so normally cannot spawn 3 chests at 75% and 50% HP, but
Yeah,
if he's
so
under a negative status effect, he will not spawn a chest. So it's
yeah,
pretty
so
important to avoid
so I've
inputting
heard a
it
lot
with these
about like
effects.
apparently like I've heard that oh look, wait, was Connaught feared when he did that? I don't think he was, right? I've heard that
Yeah, I
when
don't think
Connaught is feared.
fear affects him.
Hmm?
I don't think fear affects him.
Apparently, I think Tomimi did say that fear does affect it.
Oh,
You might want to check there,
that's
but
wrong.
yeah, you think Tomimi is wrong? Fair enough.
No, I'm wrong.
All right, never mind.
Hey, Tomimi has been wrong before.
Yeah, I mean Tomimi does lie on occasion. Either way, like
But I think
so
I
that's
lie
one of the
more.
more. That's one of the more. Yeah, he's going mad with power.
Man,
Look at the
This is
infinite
what we're
SP
talking about, guys.
just killing
This
all of
is
the
this is the
zeros.
Opianus May wanted to steal from me. Okay, they're like, no, Opianus is terrible. You don't want him. I will take all these terrible operators, Milnar, Hodor, Silver Ash, Opianus for myself. You can have your fun operators. I'm doing you a favor.
exactly. You can have your Osmontis. What do you want me to do? But steal your Oz? I'll steal your
All right,
Oz.
you can steal less operators. You can not steal monster.
But one advantage of Vanguard Guard Squad is that its drafts are very different to other comp squads. So if you're in a tournament environment where your operators are restricted, where you can't have overlap with your teammates, Vanguard Guard is a very strong lamp squad to kind of like divert your drafts, to not draft the same operators as your teammates. Vanguard Guard, it drafts Silverash or Pianus Hodor, and then one of Aya or Monster, but obviously you can draft Aya over Monster. And so what it means is that Silverash or Pianus Hodor, Aya, no other squad really drafts those operators like reliable consistently, and so it means you can save drafts for your teammates, and that's the like biggest advantage of VGG in a tournament environment. But of course, it's also a good squad on its own behalf. Oh no, yeah,
The third best one. I would say that in general, with guard like the main thing is like Rosmontis comp, right? Like Sniper Medic, Rosmontis. It suffers from a serious problem of Rosmontis being too good of an operator for her own good, right? Rosmontis just gets immediately stolen by Talon's players.
Suffering from
exactly.
success.
Like Sniper Medic and Talon's comps, they share a lot of the drafts. You share Rosmontis, you share Monster, Kautzit, Gray, not Cruister though. Rooster is like a sniper medic only draft.
Yeah, I mean, she used to be
And then
taken by a
obviously
lot
the
of other
standard
mobs.
operators like agents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say overall sniper medic. Unfair. Oh, do it, do it, do it, do it,
Ooh,
do it, please,
offer
please,
up.
please.
Oh, go, go,
It'll
go.
be
Offer all your
fun.
belongings.
It'll be
Offer all your
fun.
belongings. Trust me, you
It
don't
will
need
be
the
so
chalice. You
much
don't need the
fun.
chalice.
Just lose all the ingots. It's a donation.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
So if
This
you
guy, he wants
uh,
to keep his worldly desires. For shame.
so one of the achievements is in the encounter good fortune to you. Select the option, offer all of your belongings while you have at least 20 ingots. And so it gives you $3 per ingot, spend up to $301. So if you offered 100 ingots, that would be the maximum, or I guess 101 ingots.
But I
So
think,
he could have gotten 300 points there if he thinks he doesn't need the power from Chalice.
yeah. But the other thing you have to
I
consider,
don't think
right,
he needs
is
the power from Chalice,
he
honestly. He has
doesn't.
infinite Orpianas.
He
I
doesn't
think
need the
he could have
power.
taken it, actually.
He doesn't need the power, but I think what he might have been considering is that the cash bonus, right? Because he's at 50 relics exactly. So it's not just whatever he loses from the good fortune to you. Uh, that it's not just losing the power, but also that the cash bonus from good fortune to you is lower than it seems.
But it's still a pretty
Yeah,
significant bonus because you're only losing 100 ingots if you, and $100 if you get too many collectibles.
yeah.
If you
I
if
think
you go from like 50 to 51.
also viewers at home, Logos does not normally do 12,000 per auto attack. Thank you for your
Well, that's on skills. It's not
viewership.
auto. But yeah.
also another thing about giving up the ingots there is that it might make it harder to get certain achievements on ending 5. So he might be thinking of those.
Yeah.
True.
Overall, I think like if you were desperate for getting more money, I think it makes sense to do it. But in his case, I mean, he has so much money, right? And he's well ahead of his current competitor, Light and Co. So I think it makes sense for them to do this and just secure the win right now.
And as you can see, Infinite Orpianus is extremely broken, just absolutely soloing middle lane.
This is why
As long as you can get like all the as long as you can get a lane's enemies to all converge on a like roughly single point, then Orpianus can basically just perma stun them. And even with enemies that aren't stunnable, like Patriot Boss, he can still use his redeployments to kind of like dodge his attacks.
yeah.
So basically, when operated, so how do I
Yeah,
explain
it
this?
also resets medicine sticks and stone plate, wood plate.
Yep, that is one.
So yeah, it's overall very powerful.
Oh, Infinite OPS is so good. Like if you have the Bosky relic that gives plus 30 SP, but it reduced SP rate for VGG, that is amazing because it means you can spam Infinite Obianus in the Bosky and you're kind of just not afraid of anything in the Bosky anymore. Like
You're not
floor
afraid of
4
it.
stages, come on. Oh, ooh. Melantha?
It's really funny you say that, right? Because what I usually have happen, right, is that I'll get the initial SP Bosky relic, and I'll be like, oh, now I'm not afraid of any Bosky, and the next one I enter, frozen on deploy.
I know, right? It's it's so
Yeah,
annoying.
so
Frozen
although we've been
Bosky.
talking about how about OPNS being really good so far, there is one negative interaction with how his S tree works, right? Because there's a specific Bosky relic called Crystal Mystery that freezes all operators for 15 seconds, all melee operators for 15 seconds upon deployment. And when OPNS redeploys with his S tree, that relic does trigger.
Yeah,
Yep.
deeply unfortunate and also very funny.
But it gives Crusher's defense. It gives Orpianus and Hodor a defense, and yeah, Crusher's having defense is a very scary prospect. So even if Yeah, even if Opianus
No, that's
can't
some
use his skill
crazy
3,
cope.
he's
That is
still
insane to say.
it is not a cope, okay? He still has a strong skill 1 or skill 2, like, even if he gets frozen. And then and then what it also means is that you have a broken Silver Ash skill 2, right? You have so much defense on Silver Ash skill 2 if you have a frozen Bosky. And Silver Ash's startup, which is 15 seconds, is also the same as the time you're frozen for, 15 seconds. So it doesn't affect Silver Ash that much. Like, it's cope, but it's cope, but it's manageable, right? You see,
All right, mate.
it's
When you get Crystal Mystery in your next VGG run, don't complain.
uh
You know, I feel like there's an astonishing amount. Like, I feel like you post every single one into the IS5 general chat, which is an IS Centro, and you should totally join. But May is like,
Joy Dice Central.
I feel like I see it every single time. It's like May goes, "Ha ha, I win" on the floor two false to true, where she gets Chalice or she gets initial SP, right, plus 18 SP, and he's like, "Ha ha, I win," and then immediately the screenshot 5 minutes after is the Frozon deploy Bosky relic. It's happened at
I
least like
see.
7 times.
It's the
I,
pipeline.
damn. Right, Holy City is a fairly trivial stage. There's not much to talk about for ending 3. The reason you take ending 3 is because the boss is easy and it gives you extra development.
Yeah, it is.
And so
And
yeah,
the more like nonsense thing about it is that on top of it being uh that's very easy, right, and giving you development, it also just spawns witchcrafts for free. Like it gives you a billion witchcrafts, billion portals, and so you just get to promote everything you want. It's very silly.
I mean, like, as if he doesn't have enough witchcrafts
Yeah, you
already.
know, my hands cannot hold my 90 hope. 90 total hope. How much total hope does he have at this point? It's at least 90, right?
I
Was
feel like
it
it's
30?
more, honestly.
I think his effective hope is probably like above 100 if you take the count off the
Yeah,
witchcrafts.
Yeah.
he has like so many 6 stars.
Hmm.
Oh, and also fun fact about the portals in ending 3, if you do Patriot Fracture, he actually spawns 3 more for portals
Yeah.
in case the first 2 weren't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just get to promote so many operators for ending
Oh,
5. It's insane.
I will say the one downside of Opianus is skill free though, is that because of the redeployment thing, right? Portos have a bad habit of just eating him.
Yeah. So
You
it's
know?
just something you have to learn. It's just
Yeah.
you have to
So
deploy the operator after you use Orbiana skill 3.
so maybe you'll go mad with power and just start spamming S3 over and over. But you actually want to stop sometimes and like consider the following. Is there a portal on the screen, right? Like sometimes
Yeah.
you have to use your brain, which is hard to do when you're playing Guard Vanguard and you get initial SP.
Uh, Actually, no, that's pretty true. I've sent an infinite Orbianas before. But I survived. I survived. Like Silver Ash plus Ho is just strong. And that's why you shouldn't have banned my Orbianas. You should have banned my Hodoro in that
I
tournament
don't
in
know. It worked.
GGC.
It worked. I don't think
Yeah,
you
it
can
worked
slander
out.
my decision when it worked.
Well, oh yeah, the industries on this stage come very, very early. And so they're probably gonna try and do the Blitz challenge here, which is stun 3 flying enemies in 1 skill. And there are 3 flying enemies right here. But they'll have
Yeah.
to watch their middle lane. Puzzle is dying, and they'll have to hold the Sark as enemies somehow.
Yeah.
Brackets infinite Orbianus.
Yeah, just deploy Opianus. You know, I can't help but notice that this puzzle isn't quite generating the DP that he wants, even though he's been hitting it for like 20 seconds.
Well, he doesn't cost the extra $35, so
Well, I mean, Puzzle has generated enough DP for OPNS, who is all you need. So
True.
seems good to me.
And Opianus is all you need, right?
yeah. Just make sure it's not portal him.
All right, there we go.
There we go. Blitz mission done. Good job.
Oh, this actually reminds me of a really fun thing. So in IS4, right, there's a stage that's kind of infamous called Sentinel, And what happens is that there's this operator called Digitbreaker who is very good on Sentinel, basically mandatory if you want to do it, or at least back then, right? Nowadays you can use Exousia Alder and there's that Lemoine, but back then it was Digitbreaker or nothing. But some people were like, but I don't want to use Digitbreaker. Consider that I can use Ebenholz or Marsul, right?
it's that meme where the person just jumps through so many holes like hoops. The
Yeah.
gymnast one to
Yeah,
use.
that is exactly what I'm referencing. Yeah. So what would happen is that they would try to do this because these like specialist caster players hate it when they can't just draft inside your squad comp, and so they went, you know what? I'll do anything in my power to not take Digitwrecker. I'll take Ebenholz, and I'll take Saria and Warfarin and Stainless, and then they realized in Sentinel there's this thing called a Registro, right? This giant thing that has like 400k HP, basically unkillable at the start, and it just buffs Sentinel's res. And then what do you do when that happens? And so people went, and instead of the rational decision of going, I don't really want to risk this 50-50. I don't really want to risk it. I'll just use Digitbreaker, who is a generally better operator, and not do this Ebenholz thing. They went, no, it's time to take Blitz to silence the Registrone.
Actually, they did mention it, but there's also a certain Cortus operator who can be used instead of these casters and of these casters or even hosts.
Man,
But
It's
you want to
Alyssa's
talk about
favorite.
Dragon Pressure.
Truly. Oh, here we go. Those are the portals.
So we do get a 3 portal spawns here.
Yeah. All right. Show what you got.
Hopefully Shamir doesn't get. Oh, never mind.
Click S3. Click S3. It'll be funny.
Click buttons. Click buttons. Click buttons.
You know you want to. It's like ingrained in the instinct of every single Opianus player.
Exactly. Have they manually retreated an operator yet? Because if you don't manually retreat an operator on this stage, you get $200.
I don't think they've
I don't
manually
believe
retreated
that.
anyone.
Yeah. Does deactivating Opianus count as a retreat?
Fortunately,
I
it
guess
does not.
the anti-Opianus agenda is going crazy here.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're
Holy
accusing me?
54k.
What a low roll.
This is a normal Opianus, right? This is, you know what? This is actually about average for Opianus.
Yeah, because Hodor can crit that hard as well. So you like
That is deeply unrelatable.
a true Opianus high roll has to be like what? 6 digits? A 6-digit crit?
Deeply unrelatable for your Hodor to do that much. I think my Hodor does
But
like
honestly,
2k.
I have a Hodor screenshot with a 6-digit crit. I swear I have it somewhere.
Yeah, weird how your Hodor.
I think that's interesting. But do you have a Hodor screenshot where he does like 4 digits? I think Bane has one.
Yeah, I have several.
I just had a run. I had a run yesterday. Bates saw. It was the explosion I had. With
yours,
like,
yours didn't even make it to Amiga, right? Like the thing was, what happened was
no,
that
I whiffed ending 5. That's what happened.
yeah, like
And
what
I have
happened
like
was
no
that,
damage relics allegedly.
but yeah, I've had an awful lot of 4-digit screenshots, but in particular, the one that he's referencing is the one where my Hodor was doing 2.1k to Amiga, which is, yeah.
Isn't that like average?
2.1k to Amiga, Hodor on skill 1?
Yeah.
2.1k.
I experienced that.
2,100? Okay. If your Hodor is doing that, I would recommend getting a refund.
Well, no, Armia just has like what 7,000,
Ooh,
8,000
tree fruit.
defense.
Click it. Come on.
Tree fruit.
Tree fruit.
Gambling.
Oh, tree fruit. No.
Come on. Everyone loves the tree fruit.
No.
Tree fruit is like your favorite relic to see in tournaments where collectibles are worth points. Because you get 4 relics for the price of 1.
I don't know. You say that, but also tree fruit is like my number 1 op. Like that thing gives me life point relics every time.
Because the bad thing about tree fruit is that it gives you life points. It could give you life point relics, and that could like remove your like King's Relic effects, and so it just makes you immediately not powerful, and that's a bit concerning.
Yeah, right. Like you will.
For lamp comps,
Yeah, like
Talons doesn't really worry about it.
like I would say that it's really bad because in particular it spawns out of bosses the most often, right? And so like you'll beat a boss, for example, you'll beat the ending 2 boss and you'll get tree fruit, right? And you'll go, "Oh, sweet. I get excellent relics. Yeah, I can get some awesome relics out of this. I'm going to do so much more money. I'm going to get so many points." And you click it and it gives you 4 life points. And you physically cannot drain all of that from getting to Kylon and you just go, "Guess I'll die."
Yeah,
Mm.
it's a gamble. It's gambling. It's casino.
It's gambling.
It's the worst gamble in the world. Worst trade offer, asked to leave. But yeah, it's okay.
I think there's worse.
Yeah, overall it's a pretty good relic on average. It's just that the downside is really terrible. Because when that happens, you just have to go, "Oh, I guess I'm leaking to 1 life point."
Yeah, and sometimes it can be quite hard to leak to exactly 1 life point.
Yeah, like imagine trying to leak to 1 life point on Heavenly Paradise, right? It's kind of rough. What is this guy thinking about?
So we do see
Well,
Milanta here, so they're probably gonna
yeah,
go for the
I think
Milanta
they're gonna
achievement.
allow her to take.
I am cheering for Malappa. She can do it.
So the Melantha achievement is deal a full HP bar of damage to Armia's second form using Melantha. So it's basically using Melantha to tank Armia.
Oh, another thing to consider is that he doesn't actually have gravel, right? So his DP situation is actually going to be pretty dire with only puzzle to
No,
heal with.
Puzzle can ping away at Armia for a long, long time if he doesn't get killed by the casters.
That's kind of a big if because
Oh,
the casters are about to come out right now.
yeah, he has the retreat puzzle now.
Bye bye.
Oh, uh-oh.
See ya,
He's a bit low
Nora.
on DP, and hopefully Logos doesn't get killed either. But Ada should be
Oh
back quickly
no!
now. No leak. It's fine. He can leak.
So one of the
And
reasons
he
why
has
like
no
Gravel is really
HP
nice
as
in this
well.
stage is because she has a DP refund mod, which Project Red unfortunately does not.
Yeah, and it's one of
Yeah.
they really just decide that Project Red does not get good things. But on top of that, I think on top of the DP refund module, Gravel just being a really bulky body is also a huge deal. Like, for example, suppose you want to open on a Mia stage, right? Like the main thing is that when that happens, you want to place down your agent, but suppose your agent doesn't have enough HP. Then what you want to do is leave your Gravel on the field, and that way you bait out the Mia hits so that your agent's able to deploy safely. But you can't do that with Project Red because Project Red would just get immediately goobed.
Now you can do it if you use Project Red S1 because it does have a physical and arts dodge, but you have to.
Oh man, we're really resorting to some dire strats. Also, Amia's true damage.
That is true. Can't dodge the true damage.
Damn, this guy was coping and the cope doesn't even work. Let's
Well, now
go.
Puzzle gets to stay up. Wait, no, Puzzle's gotta get binded. No.
Brilliant DP. All right, but he does need to place down something to hold the bottom, and I think that something has to be Opianus.
Orpheanus, yes, yes, yes. Standard VGG strat uses Orpheanus to hold bottom as well. Obviously, he doesn't need infinite SP. He can just hold with like normal lamp relics. But yeah,
Do you
Orpheanus
know,
holding bottom is generally really strong.
do you normally face him left or up?
Left, because usually you have Hodor holding up.
All right.
Oh,
Well, in this
Lotus will
case,
get
we don't
binded.
have Hodor, so would you face him up or left?
Hodor facing left.
I mean, I'm saying that we don't have Hodor this time. So, what do you think facing
If you
up?
don't have Hodor, then like you probably die on ending 4. But you use Grey for top side, so you still don't need Orpheanus to hold really. Yeah.
The mysterious
Yeah.
gray altar that
In,
just
in
comes
this
out.
case, we do have logos to hold the top side, although he's currently being binded by
Yeah,
the caster.
he's currently a little indisposed.
It's okay. Shift cancels the bind, I believe.
Yes.
Puzzle's gonna die again. Don't let him. You probably should retreat him. Oh, never mind. He's not dying.
Yeah, but Puzzle's not generating DP regardless.
Yeah.
So normally,
It's
by this point of the map, you would have allowed the boss to be freed, but I think because they're trying to go for
he's gonna leak
the
it.
League 5 bosses achievement, they don't really care about the boss.
Yeah, but
that's true.
he does have to preserve his leaks a little, right? Let's see. He has 30 total leaks from just the bosses, and so remaining aside from that, he
25.
has
25.
14. Yeah, he has 14 left, so you can't leak like crazy.
Doesn't he have
Yes,
19
yeah.
left? Because 5 bosses is 25 life points.
Well, I have discovered that I also can't do math. Excellent.
Excellent.
Classic.
He just doesn't.
So
What
after
is
this,
this
they'll have
anti-OPN's agenda? What is going on, huh?
So after this, they'll have they'll have 38. They have 38 life points, and then they still need to league 4 more bosses. So that's minus 20 life points down to 18 life points. And so you can leak 17 other enemies, which is quite a bit actually. They have so much life point.
Yeah, I guess
resources.
they're totally fine.
Also, fun fact regarding the name from this stage, there used to be this there was this bug on the CN server. I'm not sure if it's still present, where if you nymph an enemy on map 1 at the if you nymph the boss on map 1 at the exact at the correct time, you can make it so that the boss is able to dodge Amiya's map scale. And this means that the boss will still be alive after Amiya has transitioned to map 2. And then once Amiya has transitioned to map 2, the boss dies and gives Amiya enough SP to use a skill. So the end result of that is that Amiya will use a skill immediately upon entering map 2.
All right, so it's a strictly negative thing. Good to know.
It seems like they'll have Logos holding middle lane, which is reasonable.
But
typically, on like normal roles, you wouldn't put Logos this close to the
normally
to
you
the
use
casters in the middle lane, because the Logos usually can't tank. But in this case, he probably kills them fast enough.
The problem here is that Logos won't be up in time, right? But
Yeah, he should. Yeah,
Angelina does a really good
so
job on this.
they'll have to hold
on
middle with Mizuki.
Yeah,
Which is fine. Aya died. Aya
oh,
died.
oh.
It's
So
fine.
unfortunately, Mizuki is able to hold pretty easily because he's able to interrupt the casters.
Yeah, but we can also see that the DP problems seriously hit coming in now. Oh, that's tough.
And Logos is. I think the tech you just have to infinite Opianus middle lane right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
No, like I'm serious. I'm serious. That's what you do.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
why
I
you have
agree.
infinite Opianus.
But it is awfully weird how we are resorting to this solution every single time.
Yeah, it turns out that
OPNS
is just the answer to
that's what
everything.
happens when you just screw up. That happens to me as well.
OPNS,
Like if
save
something
me!
goes wrong. Like since most of my runs are practice runs, I try not to do something too broken, but usually I mess up anyways and resort to infinite Opianus.
Yeah, this is
Alright, so we are deploying
this is the world's
He will
best card
kill the
Vanguard fan.
casters pretty easily.
It seems like they're going to leak the boss now, which is fine. They're gonna have to necessarily leak the remaining enemies, or most of the remaining enemies. But it's fine, they have enough life points.
Yeah,
They
you
can
can get a
leak
few.
17, as we have calculated before. The problem with spamming Opiana skills so much is that the cadence get like attack locked. They'll be constantly trying to attack Opianus and not like moving. So you have to be careful with your skills. Hopefully Opianus can kill. Or you could try Vina.
This Opianus
Vina-ing
has
the wall
terribly
curses.
jacked.
Are they gonna get it before Teresa's? It's tight.
He can get the last two. Probably not.
Yeah, he can probably.
Oh, nice, he did.
But yeah, make sure Opianus doesn't die. Yeah, okay, they got it. Nice.
Nice. Not that many leaks.
Fortunately, Tiresias takes a really long time to walk to the blue box because he still does stop to use his skill.
Mhm. Oh,
I guess Felicity needs more players now.
Do we pull the Milan? I think we need to
So
stall.
wait, what's the exact? We have to kill Mia with the full HP bar.
Yeah, so phase 2. So definitely not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
phase
here.
2. It's phase 2.
I-
It has to be phase
we-
2. That's the
We need
rule.
to stall here though.
Okay.
stalling on that column.
I
is
can
a
make
little
like that here, I
dangerous,
guess.
The
She'll be back.
I mean, like, I need someone to with big HP for to do that.
This is
Also, I'm gonna use that.
actually. The plane. He throws
this is
the
an
plane.
interesting placement
Oh.
because Malatha's going to get baited.
yeah, red.
But if you get another bind cast, then Malatha is going to get binded again. So hopefully they don't get another bind cast.
Ideally, you would like to have.
I mean, he has kind of his Okeanos' alright, well,
Every expression you make is an
Okay.
opening.
Right. Okay.
yeah.
With
The main
ball
thing is
time, I guess
with this
so.
placement is that balls will repeatedly be spawned, right? And Malenfa, how much HP does
Wake
he
up.
have? I imagine he doesn't have more than
Put that
4,000,
Vina.
right?
Get up! Not away.
Can we,
Life, pride,
can-
and stone.
NightEdge do me a favor and
Finally, who says you can't hammer with a sword?
Right. It seems like they've stabilized for now. Hopefully they'll get pulled back soon enough to generate some
Is
more
there a
DP.
time limit on those boss?
There
Yes,
is.
there's.
Okay.
Finally, I can limber up.
Yep.
Because between
Okeanos.
the SP will easily take care of all the enemies on top lane.
but
And the losses, they
You have to make sure to not have Okeanos in the closest by Logos Mom or just anyone important in general.
The intel work began
but he
long
does have
beforehand.
Okeanos, right? So it's not for the moment.
So the final two rebosses have spawned, and you're going to choose to weak them for the bonus.
Yeah. And that last pillar is guaranteed to be a bind caster, so I imagine he would just probably thread it, but we'll see what happens. Now the thing is, I don't think his Malenva has enough max HP to tank without
Don't
Shamara's
worry
though, right?
about me, Professor.
Yeah, his AO doesn't have enough max HP.
not
Let's see.
Did they store up Shamar?
I don't think they have because Shamari actually. Yeah,
Watch out
that
for
looks,
bind casters.
that looks like standard Shamari DP cost.
Right.
Hurry up.
Yeah, so they haven't stored up a doll, but they do have initial SP, right? So if they deploy Shamari, it will be fine.
So you can store a doll with Shamar if you deployed her previously and she gets the dolls and then you retrieve her.
Your death more mist. The depths
Oh?
will devour your
Retrieve her,
bones.
what?
Really, what's going
I
on
hear
here?
the depths will devour your
We're not
bones.
fighting. Okay.
Oh, alright, that's not bad. Like, the main thing is, so what you're probably doing is that you're going to stall in the right side instead of the left side. And this is good because how Amiya works is that when she, in phase 2, when a ball collides into her, she does this giant nuke attack, right? And this attack just does a lot of damage. It's very hard to survive it. Like, that's what
Does
we,
a 7.9k.
yeah.
Oh, on D18. It does less on D15.
So what, I mean, I think D15, D18 stats are very similar. It's like a 10% difference.
Amiya is starting to use her map skill.
Get up!
Oh, that's
Something I
not good.
forbid your retreat.
Yeah, that's not good then. Because
Finally, I can
what happens is that
limber up.
oh, and Malenfa's not back. Oh, Malenfa's back. Nice.
Malatha's back. You have to get her down in the middle.
Way out for you.
Yeah, the
Oh.
trouble. Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
But there's still one more left of Brightness column. So if they want to get Milanta down, they have to do it right now.
Now. You have to do it now.
But the thing
Otherwise,
is,
Kami's going to be
Malenfa have the HP.
Okay,
He does
Malatha's down. You have to put down Aya now. Aya.
Yeah,
Oh.
but he doesn't have the DP.
I think they missed the timing for Aya.
All right.
Or
Oh.
Amiya's
What do I do? What do
Yeah,
you
This
this
is
is
a bit
a-
sketch. They have to get Aya down
I shall
immediately
obey.
Yeah.
to heal Malantha.
The challenging thing is
It's
that
fine. It's fine to retreat everyone else. Just retreat everyone else and bounce
Let's
them
not
later.
stay too long.
yeah. The main thing is that every single time she eats a ball, she
Oh! This is
Yeah.
not good.
every
Yeah, they
single time
should've-
she eats a ball, she does that. And so, Malenfa,
But just retreat Malantha. Just retreat Malantha and infinite Okeanos it.
Please,
Because
Yeah,
it's really
both.
dangerous.
Both will
Just
not
give up
work.
and do it.
Don't worry Worry about me, Professor.
Infinite Opiana stun.
I've scaled a lot more volcanoes.
Yeah, you just retreat to
than
Infinite
magic.
Opianas if you mess up.
Yeah, crazy how every single thing devolves into that, huh?
What
It is
can you do?
unfortunate though that they weren't able to get.
They will cough up your useless tricks.
Yeah.
Only make your death more
Hopefully one of their teammates are able to do that.
It would be kind of hard for teammates to do it because I don't want to be doing any four, right? So it's gonna be
I
a
will
rare
handle it.
glitch, yeah. Normally,
They will
yeah,
cough their wounds will be ravished
So
right.
Infinite Opianas will easily kill on the
I
other.
hear them.
and that's that.
GG.
GG.
Unfortunately, no Malamba.
No Malanfasco.
But
Alright.
they did clear ending 5. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's a 2 free 5 done, and a butt ton of cash. There was so many Apoku gaps. More Apoku gaps than I've
Yeah.
seen in a month. 51.
Right. So
Oh, wait.
what's our estimation for how much cash he earned?
Wait,
from
why
that
is it
run?
51 instead of 50?
According to my sheet, it says $5,000.
Wow.
But hold
That's
up, I think
quite a lot.
he's very confused right now because it's 51 instead of 50. Why do you think that is?
Oh, 51 relics. Oh dear.
Is it that no, the horn that you use to summon any free boss key does stay. So what's happened?
Well, it does show 51 relics here, so
Yeah, it's like that. This is. Is it the cadence item? Does the ending 5 cadence relic not disappear after you kill it?
does the horn still count as a relic after it's been used?
I'm pretty sure the horn still counts, but I think the cadence might disappear. Maybe that's what happened. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
61
that's true.
plans.
Hmm.
61
So
plans.
which relic screen do we count?
You count this one.
Yeah, you count
Because
the
you-
in-game relic count, right? Which is 51.
Yeah.
So how many emergencies did they do on floor 3? I counted 1, but there might be 2.
I was not counting that.
Well, they aren't playing talent, so you just have to count like the highest score from each category, right?
Yep, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so the number
So,
of emergencies, that doesn't matter. Just which emergency they did has the highest value.
61 plans. You
So,
know, an
yeah,
average
John,
Lifecon,
61.
you would expect to see around 20 plans. So this guy just did plan income of 3 players. Yeah, so anyways, what I'm talking about is that yeah, the agenda for Sakugo is fake. And we're back. So the final score, drum rolls please, for NightEdge with his 61 planned run, 51 relics, is 6,016. 6016. All right, that's a better sound effect than what I was kind of concerned that you're going to play. All right, congratulations to NightEdge.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
definitely one of the
Congratulations.
scores of
Good
all
job.
time.
Good run. Good run.
Absolutely crazy
Just-
run.
Yeah. Just don't look at the chalice. Oh, I successfully predicted 2 relics. Like I predicted the chalice, and I predicted that.
Okay,
No, I
you can say
summoned them. I summoned
You can
them.
you can say you predicted it, but really what happened was that he got every relic.
I predict. I didn't. No, I summoned them. I didn't predict them.
Oh yeah, you summoned it just like the same way like so someone a lottery winner just like bought every single lottery ticket in the store, like the same thing basically.
No, I predicted them right before like they appeared. It's not just like they appeared 3 floors later.
Yeah. Congratulations to NightEdge, and the team got to run it back. Now give me some of that
Yeah.
RNG.
Give you some of that RNG.
Okay. And I believe that concludes day 2 of the streams. So I hope you guys enjoyed our banter and all of our commentary, and especially I hope you enjoyed the gameplay of NightEdge today. We'll be streaming again tomorrow at the same time, and it will be a different rotation of casters. So if you thought that I sucked, then wait until you see tomorrow. No, that's a wrong thing to say.
That's not
I
saying
meant,
our fellow casters.
I meant that tomorrow's casters will be excellent and intelligent and far more entertaining than me. So
They love Saki.
be sure to show up tomorrow.
Join us.
All right. That's all, folks. That's bait